This is the golden era. 1 2 1 2. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Golden Era podcast, where we talk about the music, the real shit, none of the fake beefs, none of the gossip, none of that bullshit. We get right to the music and the culture. Today, I am very excited. I got two ladies in the house with me. We're doing an all women's episode. Probably a little two-part. We're going to do some down south stuff too. So make sure you follow everybody. Everybody follow us at Golden Era Podcast. That's at goldenerapodcast.com. The Instagram, same thing, Golden Era Podcast. That's, where it's at. But today, I got two guests to my right. Kat, what's going on?
Hey, K-A-T to the I-I-S.
One of my longtime homies. We did a lot of music together and stuff too. So, what's been up with you?
Nothing. Really.
Oh, okay.
Radio and kids. That's my same.
Yeah.
That's all I know right now.
Well, this is your first time to the Golden Era Podcast.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
We're working on the other one. We'll talk about that one a little bit. And to my left, I got Cree, one of my homies too. Long time.
Hello.
How's it going?
Out here, I had a dream last night that I missed this taping because I was high.
Sad.
Yeah.
So then I double panicked because I'm pregnant. I was like, I'm being this irresponsible. But here I am. No problem.
Yes, you made
Right,
it.
you made it. You ready?
Yes, you made it. You made it very much so. So that is all right. That is all right. That's cool. So tell them where they can find you at, Kat, on social media, all that good stuff.
Okay,
get
so
into this conversation.
of course I'm on Facebook, Cat Eyes. You can find me. I ain't gonna even give you my government name, so it's Cat Eyes. You can also find me on Instagram at We Beat to Life. That is We Beat and the number 2 Life on Instagram. You can check me out there. So
How about you, Cree? Where can everybody find you?
I'm currently only on Instagram. Woo-hoo. My Instagram name is Vagina Haverer. So BAGINAHAVERER.
hold on, say that again.
Vagina Haverer.
Listen, I thought I heard.
She's like, I thought I heard that.
It's an awesome name. Let me
Thank
just
you.
say that. Vagina runs the world.
That's what I'm saying. Because I needed to distinguish between other people who have vaginas. We're not talking about you.
Talking about yours.
We're talking about ours.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
So yeah.
That's good. See, that's why I was excited to have this episode, man. I get to have some women conversation in the studio. So, and I hope all the listeners out there enjoy it. So, like I said, today we're gonna get into, gonna split this up. We're gonna get into, because Miss Cree came to me and said she'd like to talk about T.I.
Word up.
Yes.
So, and T.I. is a dope MC. He's been around for quite some time.
Yes.
So I said, well, why don't we just spin into, some down south stuff and talk about that. And then since I got two ladies on, we can talk about women in hip hop. So,
Word.
Perfect.
I think that would be some dope topics. What I like to do is on every episode, since y'all new to the show, is what you got in your playlist right now, Kat. What you been listening to? It ain't gotta just be rap or nothing, just whatever you listening to.
Okay, so let me just say off top 100 degrees, my artist of the year right now is Sabrina Claudio.
Okay, I've never heard of her.
Me either.
Oh my
She
God.
rap, sing?
Yeah, what she do?
She sing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man, when I tell you,
Take notes over there.
Right.
Take notes.
listen, she got next. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, her name is Sabrina Claudio. She stays on my playlist 100 degrees, definitely.
She's a new artist. She got a couple albums out. Like,
She got a couple albums out.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so yeah, definitely. She kind of like she kind of puts you in the mind of like the artist Her.
Yeah.
Her. Yeah, so she's kind of like in that genre
Okay.
of music. But oh my gosh,
Yeah, you got me lost on that one too.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
telling you,
I
you
don't really
gotta check
listen
out.
to R&B
Her
like that.
Can blow. Like,
I've heard her. I don't know.
her albums are really frustrating for me because I feel like they're not as good as her voice is. Like, as a musician, I don't know, it doesn't translate well, but I love her.
Yeah, that and like I said, just hip hop. I'm I'm sorry, I'm still stuck in the 80s and 90s on hip hop. So
That's fine.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. You know,
Yeah.
it
That's
don't
fine.
got to be nothing new. Just, you know,
Yeah.
what you listening to.
I'm
'Cause,
still
you know,
stuck in the old hip hop.
Girl.
I just think, you know, the music you listen to tells a lot about the person you are and where
Absolutely.
you at in your life and what
Yeah.
you're doing. So,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know. What, you know, so-
And for you, Vagina,
Yeah.
Sabrina Claudio, Confidently Lost.
Confidently lost.
That's
That's
the
her.
first.
Love it.
Listen, check that out. Okay,
Oh my
that's
God.
it.
That's what you've been listening to?
Yeah.
All right. What you been listening to, Creed? What you been listening to?
Okay,
over there?
so I've been trying to learn Teddy Pendergrass's "It's So Good Loving Somebody When Somebody Loves
Yeah.
You Back."
Hey.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn it on the guitar, so I've been listening to it obnoxiously.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And
Like
then
100 times in a row.
100 times in a row. Super. It has a lot of nuance that you don't hear. There's changes. And then
I remember doing that, mixing songs in the studio.
yes, like
Over
all,
and over and over again. Yeah.
all the time. And then you guys might judge me for this, which is fine. But you know that 80s song, "Baby, Baby, I'm stuck up in a
No judgment, because I'm still stuck in the 80s.
Okay, well,
I know what you're
Tori
talking
Kelly
Yes, I know exactly what
covered
she
the
talking about.
song,
Okay, somebody
Who
covered
is-
it.
What?
and she is my like
Tori Kelly cold.
cold.
Like cold.
Right. So I just listened.
Stupid cold.
Like she sang it so good. The original woman came in, like they were interviewing her, and she was like, "I don't even want to do my verse." I was like, "You should."
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
just
like-
leave it alone.
Yeah, and let me
alone.
tell you, I ain't even for the country.
Yeah.
But Tori Kelly,
Be
Oh, she
singing.
a country singer?
beastie.
She be singing, bro. She be
Was she,
singing.
did she win like American Idol or something? Or she just
She
came
got
out?
kicked off of American
Oh, she
Idol.
got kicked off
Yeah.
of it?
Even better. Bro.
Oh, that's even
Oh,
better.
she beastie.
You got to listen to her cover of
Yeah.
PYT. You have
Oh,
to listen
she
the
beastie.
whole way through
She
because she
did
does
PYT?
this. And she does this run in the middle that all the
shit.
vocalists I know in the world we all fell over at
Yeah.
once. Like we might as well. Everybody should retire. So,
I'm gonna tell you what put me on Tori.
I said just
What
everybody
put me on
retired.
Tori was
Yeah.
that what was that cartoon movie Sing?
Oh,
Because she did the elephant
yes.
voice. Oh,
Tori be
beastie.
singing.
I've been stalking her ever since.
Dog, I love Tori. I love her so much. And I'm an OG since like 03. I saw her on YouTube and I was like, forever.
Damn, she been around that long?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
cold.
she
Okay.
follows me on social media because she wasn't famous yet. And
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
always
So you like,
right.
yeah, I got in. I was first on y'all side. Yeah, first.
right, exactly. Yeah, I love her.
Finder's fee.
Right. Finder's fee.
Yeah, that is true.
Hype up fee. Because I would be writing under a show all the time. Like, you gonna make it, Tori.
You gonna make it.
She dope.
Just remember me when you get
Just
there.
remember me.
I'm on my
Oh
10%
God,
finder's
right.
fee.
Bro. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to.
Dope.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I'm gonna take y'all into some hip. I've been listening to some rap music.
Yeah, what you been
Yeah,
on?
what you
I already
been
know you have.
Right.
So what
That's
you been
what you
on?
do.
I listen to dance hall. My spice. I'll play a little bit of that. I
Oh,
listen
she
to her. I like dance hall. I kind of go to that when I be tired of listening to rap.
Dope.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
But and a lot of female dance hall. I like listening to that.
Yeah,
But
it's a
it get
great
little-
clean the
it
house
get a
music.
little-
Oh my God.
It get
Yeah.
a little raunchy a little bit sometimes though. But
I
you
like
know.
it.
We all need a little raunch.
Yeah, it's dance
My
hall.
inner watch come out when I'm cleaning up and listen to that.
There ain't nobody watching you in the house by yourself.
sure.
Shit, Yeah.
Yeah, you just get to live your best life. I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. That
Amen.
is true. I don't know. I was listening to last week some Styles P. He had a new
Okay.
album came out, Dime Bags, pretty dope.
Okay, and check them out.
Apollo Brown and Joel Ortiz, that's pretty dope. You want to get into that's more East Coast stuff. Then of course for the show, I went back and I listened to the T.I., the Dime track.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, I peeped that.
Just for the show purposes, I went to
Right.
make sure I brushed up on that. What else I have in here? Oh yeah, Torre had a new album.
Okay.
All praise due. So you
Hey,
listening
no,
to
that's
that.
the one thing I like about you. You always listen to the non-common,
Yeah.
spoken up
Yeah.
artists,
Yeah.
and that's dope though.
But that's where all the dope hip hop, the dope music, like the
Yeah.
artists y'all talking about. I ain't never heard none of them, but it's
Yeah.
like
The people who
The-
are on
the
the radio
people that-
stand
Yeah.
on the shoulders
Right.
of those people,
Absolutely.
which is
Yeah.
super frustrating.
because a lot of times that's where the people who are on the radio, that's where they get their sounds
Yes.
from,
Right.
and they song ideas and
Right.
you know,
So
all that good stuff.
irritating.
So
Definitely.
like I think when did Drake do that one album? It sounded like a lot of dance hall. Was that like 2 albums ago?
Was that the
Yeah,
cell phone
yep.
one?
Yeah, he had to
Yeah.
say, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was, all of it sounded like a bunch of reggaeton and
Yeah.
dance hall, and a lot of dance hall artists was like, "Hold on, man,
Right. Like
Right.
he has
Really?
no claim to that at all.
yeah,
At
like
all.
hold on,
At
dude."
all.
Yeah, shout out to you too though for letting artists like that's not commonly spoken up
Right.
on shine, because that's where I find a lot of them artists, whether it's hip hop or R&B or whatever. I
And
find a
if
lot
they
of them
get
on YouTube.
enough following and stuff, they can actually make a career,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
they
man.
deserve to be able to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just going back to they got that song from what's the dude named Dram when
Yes.
Drake
Yes.
took that song, he stole that song, and I was
Oh,
like, for
yeah, yeah,
real?
yeah.
And I went to play both of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
Right.
it's the
Yeah,
same
right.
damn
It's the
song.
same
Yeah.
song.
that was that cat on Breakfast Club, right? He was what? Didn't he have an interview on?
What his name? Dram.
I think his name
Yeah.
is Jam. Yeah.
Yeah, I
but
think
it's
he
like
had
an
an
acronym.
episode.
That makes sense.
DRAM. It's like that stand for something.
Yeah. Oh, right,
So,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot what it is though. But yeah, like that was
Wow.
his whole fucking song. And I'm
And
like,
Drake just
"Yeah."
took it.
He's like, yeah, this mine now, son. Get that up.
Look at me.
Yeah, get that up, kid.
That's him. I'm googling it. Yeah, he
but
had that interview.
But then
on
what
Breakfast
happened
Club.
was though, dude got bigger off of that, which made it
Good.
even better.
Because it's
You
better.
know what I mean?
That song was better.
Yeah, it was. Actually, his was better.
Yeah.
And but he made it even bigger for himself off of that.
Right.
You know,
Dope.
and my guy had sent me a video of after that of that dude rapping though. He was rapping with another dude. And that shit was dope as hell. It was like a backwards video. In a
Nice.
bar. I can't think of the name of it if I find it again.
Oh, I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Shoot that over.
yeah, it was a dope video. So like that was a good way when something like that actually worked out.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He
And like
came
I said, I remember his episode on the Breakfast Club because he was talking about that. So you know, I mean, come on now, you coming on the Breakfast Club too. So
Right,
on
right,
top
you're
of that,
not- yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. That's dope.
Yeah, so he
Good.
made dope music and you know that whole copying the sound and
Cool.
you know all that
Epidemic.
good stuff. So yeah, but was an epidemic for a little while. So let's get into the let's get into T.I. a little bit since we
right.
said that's one of our topics. But like I said, I want to get into we can talk about the South as well and we kind of incorporate it all into this. So I'll just tell y'all for me how I first found T.I.
Okay.
2001, right?
Yeah.
I was still really doing music at the time. I had one of my guys had moved to Atlanta at the time to do music. So I went down there to visit him because he was like, man, you need to move down here, man. We need to, you know, boom, boom. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go visit him, and just so happens my first time getting on a plane going to visit was in October of 2001.
Yeah.
Just think, that's September 11, 2001.
Yeah.
October 2001.
You still got on the plane.
Yeah, like,
Right.
but
That's
I
real
would go
nigga
to-
shit.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that, I'm going. Fuck that
Right.
shit.
Right.
I'm walking through the airport and shit. It's like army motherfuckers
Right, I
everywhere,
already
motherfucking
know.
rifles and
Wow.
shit. Like for real, like you couldn't
Yeah.
even like go out of like say you wanted to like because at the time I smoked cigarettes, so like.
Yeah.
You had like I didn't want to sit in the smoking room. I wanted to go outside and smoke
Yeah.
a cigarette. But if you went
Right.
outside and tried to come back in, yo, the army was like, "What you got in that bag? What's in
Yeah.
that bottle? Drink
Right.
out of that. We want to know." No, you know what? Just throw that shit away. Like they was really on it. Like a month after, just didn't get on the plane. A month after that,
I can't imagine.
That's crazy. Yeah.
but that's how I went to Atlanta,
Yeah.
and his first album was out at the time, So Serious. So, and I didn't know nothing about T.I. at the
Right.
time. You know what I'm saying?
He's a
And I
youngin'.
think he had a song on there with Beanie Man, if I'm not mistaken. That was like the lead single. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
and
look
see.
it up because
Yeah,
I
that's
want to know
crazy.
about that. That was
Yeah, 'cause
BC before
Wow.
pre.
You know?
Right.
yeah, that was before your time, huh?
2001.
I was 11.
Yeah, 2001 was his first album.
I'm serious. Okay, I see it.
I'm serious.
Yeah. Okay, that's
So
crazy.
the song he had on there, I can't think of the name. Neptune's.
I'm real late,
Bro.
because I definitely came into T.I. after that.
Right, bro. I did.
But I can't say I really got into that album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
At the
sure.
time, because I was just visiting. I was still a Milwaukee cat. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
Yeah.
wasn't on no Atlanta shit. So, fast forward, I liked it so much. I ended up moving to Atlanta in 2003.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I moved to Atlanta in like March of 2003. And while I'm down there, the hottest shit was trap music.
Yeah.
That was when trap music came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the song was 24.
Yeah. I was just gonna say,
Yeah. You remember that shit?
I remember.
That's on my list. What do you mean?
Yeah. And I just remember going,
Yep.
just moving there. I'm young. How was I in 2003?
I was just gonna say, that was 03. Like, yeah.
23, 24.
Yes.
I was like 20. damn 26, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's like I moved down there, and wasn't into South music or nothing. But that song, in the club,
yup. I was 13. I can only imagine. I'm in my room like this.
Yeah, like
you was totally in your room.
All my niggas,
right. Turning it down when my dad come in. Yeah.
So we would go to the club.
So
it was
hard.
a little spot in Atlanta where it was like a little strip. It was just a bunch of little clubs. You know what I mean? There was this one spot called the World Bar. And it was like, that was the hood one. You know what I mean? Like, you go in there, sit at the table, roll up blunts. We smoking right up in the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that song came on.
Yes.
And the damn motherfuckers was in there so hard. Because you remember at the time, too, it was like, I think it was Lil Jon and stuff out at the time, too. But I know everybody was like, that was when people was throwing bowls and shit. Like, the whole dance floor turned into that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-fight.
Yeah, it was like a pre-fight. Yeah. And I still remember that night. And I think as soon as the song went off, the DJ spun it all the way back and played it again.
I love that.
And you could feel the floor shaking.
Oh, I love that so hard.
Like, for me, that was when I fell in love with T.I., man. With that 24s back then. When I was living in Atlanta and I was getting ingratiated into the into the culture and the life and shit.
I definitely remember
and
that
was
song.
at the height of T.I. For me. So, that was when I found T.I. How about you?
But can I tell you that I didn't even know that was T.I. doing that song, but that was still my cut. I was still going.
Well, you gotta think now. His flow was different back then.
That's true.
Then he did a lot of different chops and pauses.
That's
like
true.
if you listen, I'm an engineer, so when I used to listen to T.I. back in the day, I could tell that he didn't spit a lot of his rhymes all the way through in one. Not I wouldn't say just one take, but like just say the whole rhyme. He would break up his rhymes and back in and out. He would do like bar for bar, half bar.
Yeah,
and so, but now that's why it probably sound different, because if you listen to him now, his flow is a little different. He can rap a whole verse.
I can definitely tell the difference because
and then it's just personal growth, as a man.
Right, correct. Because like for me, I came into T.I. when he was featuring. See, I didn't come into him because again, I've always respected him as an artist, but he just like was never really a person that was on my playlist.
Yes.
Now 24s, I bumped it even though I didn't know who the hell it was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But I actually paid attention to T.I. in 2004 when he was on CeeLo Green's album, and it was a song that he featured on.
Yeah, what song?
Oh man, CeeLo's my dude. It's called "You the One."
Okay.
You the one.
And
I'm excited.
see,
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
see, that was my album right there. When CeeLo was, you know what I'm saying, really, really, really bumping, and he was featured on that song, and I was like, man, who is this kid? Because it was him. I think it was Jazzy Faye.
Yes.
That was on this record, and then it was T.I. that was on this record. It was a CeeLo on CeeLo's album.
I love
That's
a good
when I
feature.
first came into T.I. in 2004.
Yeah.
Little did I know 24s I was always rocking to.
Right.
I just
didn't even know.
Yeah.
And then I think the other song on that album was that was Pratt Easy. That Be Easy. You be easy when you follow with G's. I can't think of the hook for it no more.
Yeah, like, okay. I don't even.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, that is on
Yeah,
music.
Yeah.
It's like that.
So what other ones did you that was just how you find? How about you, Cree? When you find T.I.?
Well, I was 13, so I was in 7th grade, and I was in like this musical production group. So I did a lot of Broadway, and so that's what I was listening to all the time. And all the black kids at school hated me because they didn't think that I was black. And I was like, what you mean? Like, I am. So anyway, I was like, hey, I need to find some music. And so I'm like, sleep.
So you can fit in.
Right.
So you can try and
so
fit
I
in
started
shit,
listening to V100. Like I would keep the radio on when I would sleep because I was literally like watching Fred Astaire movies. That's what I was on. So I'm sleep, like half sleep, and the da 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 da, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? And so then it came on. I got up. and went downstairs because I had the old school iPod. Like if you dropped it, it just shattered. I downloaded that album and I was like, "This is the best shit I have ever heard in my life."
Yeah, that was the
love.
Yes,
what
I
song
fell in
was
love.
that was the Rubber Band
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Bro,
Rubber Band
man, wild as the Taliban. Nine. I was
Man,
like,
what album was that? Was that Urban Legend?
No, that was trap music.
That was trap. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I listened to 24s, and then Let's Get Away came out as a single. Let's Get Away.
That was when he was with Jazzy Faye and all that shit. Yeah.
See,
Bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Because
right.
Jazzy Fast was CeeLo.
He was pumping
See,
him out. He was pumping him out.
it was all in that. Yeah,
Yes.
it was all in
He
that.
did
dang
Sierra.
year.
He was Jazzy Faye was crucial.
Wow.
So yeah,
He
it
was. He was out there.
It was a special time.
Yeah, that was, What else? What other albums you like from him? Other songs you got? Like
I've got Urban Legend. My favorite T.I. song is Motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah.
The flute sample alone needs a Grammy. So anyway,
I think I had that one as one of my favorite songs of his too. Yeah,
I think it's my favorite one. And then You Don't Know Me, of course. And then ASAP is on. I just liked that his whole discography for a few years was just about like try me. Like the whole like if you had to just break it down into two words, come get me because I stay ready.
Yeah,
I related to that because I was getting picked on.
Yeah, at that time I didn't understand what the hell the boy was saying.
Right.
Like,
I was getting picked on because I didn't listen to rap, so then I connected to this trap rapper who was like, "Come for me." I was like, "Right,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Come for me,
Right, come for
motherfucker.
me.
Yeah, I got you too.
Yeah, he intrigued me too with just his the lingo, like the down south lingo always intrigued me because I didn't know what the hell he was saying.
ever right?"
So I'm like, okay, down south people always talk real fast. They always munch their words together.
And mumble jumble.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me listen to this cat.
Yeah, and he kind of got away from that a little bit later on in his career when he kind of catapulted himself out of just being a trap rapper and making trap music, and he kind of catapulted himself into more mainstream.
Yeah.
And then he, the speech and everything in his rhymes got, a lot more better because he was making more commercial songs, and I get it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
So when he got into that was kind of sort of the time when he kind of lost me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
When he got to singing,
Yes.
and of course everybody we on episode was the 6 now. Everybody knows that Chris hates rappers who be singing.
Sing rap.
I probably
You don't like. So you didn't like Bone Thugs.
I probably said that on
No,
every
no,
episode
no.
so far.
Do some boom, 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 boom.
Bone, you know what though? You know what though? I think I look at Bone
Looking
different.
ass.
I look at Bone a little different as
Okay.
far as like singing. Like that was their thing.
Okay.
That was what they did.
Yeah.
You got motherfuckers out here that straight
kinda
up like
started it.
bars like MCs, but then you want to hum some motherfucking harmonies, you know, 3-part harmonies and shit. Like, no, one part is already fucked up. You gonna put 3 of them together,
Oh my
nigga?
God.
Like for real?
I feel like Drake do that sometimes.
Drake do
though.
it all the time.
Yeah, he forever sing rapping.
You need to get done, 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 done. And work come over.
Looking at
Right. What? Oh my God.
He'll sing rap.
Yeah.
He cold though, but he'll sing rap.
T.I. left for a little bit because I felt you guys disappointed too. But with Trump being reelected, his thug resurfaced.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, he talked
there
about
he is.
he talked about that. He talked about that on the new album a little
That'll
bit.
make
On Dime
everybody
Trap.
resurface.
If I remember what song it was, he said something about that where people was calling him political or something, and he was like, "I just kind of fell into it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said,
absolutely.
He said, "But
Yeah.
I ain't no fucking politician." You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And he was like, "I just kind of fell into." This social injustice stuff, and it just kind of,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and he was interested in it. He was like, "This is my shit now." You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and
I
he
agree
got
with him.
Quite a few songs on the album talking like that. So
But that's what hip hop it does. You know what I'm saying? Like it's music, so music pulls you into that. It allows you to be able to express how you feel about certain social issues, and hence the reason why I love hip hop.
Right. And if
yeah.
hip hop's the genre for the most oppressed group, then it can't help but be political,
Yeah,
even if
It's
they're not
gonna
saying
happen at
right.
some
Oh,
point.
At
for
some
sure.
point.
At some
Absolutely.
point, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
So
It's
yeah,
been like that since, NWA.
yeah,
It's-
exactly.
And see, that's kind of
It
how I look
has
at
to be.
T.I. He was more of the NWA of the South.
Yeah.
Like he,
Yeah,
at the
That's
time
true.
when he came out, because before that you had Outkast,
Right.
in '96 with
They wasn't
ATLians,
Yeah.
but before that the
Yeah.
other one, Southern Playlist, the Cadillac Music. But then it was ATLians, and then you had after ATLians, I forgot what was the one after that. But that was at the time that was kind of the sound of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that whole Dungeon family, they was just doing all
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then T.I. came like, oh, we going back to the hard shit,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
straight
yeah.
out the trap. And when he
Yeah.
started saying trap, and
Yeah.
he brought that term into fruition
Obsessed.
and into hip hop, and he
Right.
brought that term and that style of music.
yeah.
Right.
And when he say he the king of that shit, I don't
No
dispute
dispute.
it.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like
No
you
dispute.
are,
Yeah.
you sure are, homie.
He wasn't in my
He
he
did
wasn't
it.
in my playlist, but I definitely respect him
Yeah.
as an artist who kicked it off for sure. I mean, just the respect of you even mentioning Outkast though, on a sidebar,
Yeah.
you can't even mention Down South without mentioning T.I. and Outkast.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
for me,
Right.
it was two different sounds. They gave me two different flavors of
Absolutely.
the same city.
Yeah.
It's the same city,
Yeah.
but two different
Yeah.
views and points of
Options.
Absolutely.
views
Yeah.
of it. You know?
And eventually they actually both ended up talking about the same shit
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
though. The same political, you
The
know what I'm
same stuff.
saying?
Yeah. And I think
bullshit.
even on since while it's fresh in me because I listened to it today on the Dime Trap on the new album, he had at the end of a song T.I. It's like an interlude at the end of a song,
Yeah.
and he was talking about how artists that make trap music, he was like, "Why y'all don't? We can all talk about." What about when it ain't just trapping when I'm busting down a key or
Right.
you know what I mean, selling dope or
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
out kicking it with hoes or whatever.
Right.
He's like, what about that trapper that have his first son?
Yeah.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not for
Or
real.
the one he
It's
going through it with
huge.
his girl.
Yes.
He's still trapping. He a trap
Yeah.
dude, but he go through the same shit as everybody else. And he was
Right.
like, that's what I always tried to do was tell those other sides of the story of the trap. So don't
Right.
always just be single-minded when you're talking about trap and you making trap music. It ain't
Yes.
all just selling drugs and kicking it and diamond rings and,
Right.
and all this trap shit that you talk about. He's like, we real people too.
Well,
Exactly.
first of all, I mean, if you think about it, okay,
And
trap
but,
music.
just make sure you spread the message that
Right.
you got a similar story as everybody else. You know what I mean? It just sound different. It's just from a different point of view.
Yeah. But
Exactly.
what brought you to the trap though? You had a reason. So you got to talk about it because you didn't just wake up one morning like, oh, I'm finna be in the trap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm finna be in a dope house.
Yeah.
Like there was some form of motivation in your personal life that put you there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why his, message is appreciated in his music because, you have to explain why I got there. Just like you were saying, the new baby or the new, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, the wife or the parents, you know what I mean?
Because that's going to sound
Yeah.
different from me talking
Right.
about, a new baby or going on vacation or something. Then
Right.
somebody who is actually in the trap doing trap shit, like,
Right.
it's just going to sound completely different because Chris
Especially
ain't on
'cause-
none of that shit.
Right, I was just
You
gonna
know
say,
what I mean?
especially
So,
from down south, like, because
it's gonna
down
be
south was
completely
different,
Yeah,
right? They
yes.
live different
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
I'm from the city, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it, but I was a little silver spoon fed.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I didn't have to pick up bugs and shit and fucking cook
Yes.
cows and from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
None of
You know
that
what I'm
shit.
saying? I
Yeah.
wasn't nappy roots and walking around with fucking overalls and goddamn.
Yeah, you didn't live a country life. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It'll just be a different story.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's
He's
just
really
all
good
he
at
was.
delivering that.
Absolutely.
message. Yeah.
Right. You wouldn't have known if they hadn't have brought it out, you know what I'm saying, how it was, unless you actually went down it. Because, that's
Right.
that's how it was, too, in the city when you was growing up. If you fucked up in the city, your ass got sent down.
Yes. Yes.
Hell
To
yeah.
your grandparents.
Yeah, they
Grandmama
put you to
house
work.
down
Absolutely.
south somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love him.
So like for me, that's how I T.I. Atlanta. I fell in love with Atlanta, man. After that, it's kind of like my second home.
ATL
Yeah.
is off the chain.
Yeah, I love Atlanta.
yeah.
Man, for real.
I would live there
Mm-hmm.
when I retire.
I love it.
Because
I
to
do.
live there and have to go through that traffic every motherfucking
Yeah.
day.
Stop.
Oh,
Hell
thanks.
no.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I ain't
thanks,
living
Evan.
in ATL, but it's definitely a second home spot. Oh, God, I love
because when I
ATL.
lived, it was crazy. When I did live there, luckily my job was opposite of traffic.
perfect. Yeah.
It was crazy because like
Nice.
while I'm going to work north, everybody going south into downtown. That shit was like bumper to bumper for like 5-10 miles. Like,
Okay, yeah.
No
bumper
thanks.
to bumper. Because everybody trying to get from the suburbs into the city, and I was in
Right.
the city going back out to the. I was
Oh yeah.
my little
that
cruise home.
Waving past like, hey.
Hey, my sister
And
stayed
then
there,
it'll be
so I
flipped,
already
Then
know.
it'll be flipped the other way while I'm coming home.
Right,
Everybody
so
going
every
back
way
out.
you
I'm
get
like,
to-
I just turn my
Yeah,
AC on.
you got it
cruising.
easy.
That
But
rocks.
now I know that probably wouldn't happen. So it's like,
You gotta retire because you
Yeah,
can't be
when I-
getting up going to a job every day
Hell
in
no.
big ass Atlanta.
hell no.
No
Hey,
thanks.
I got a couple of people out there. My sister lived down there, so I hear every day how the traffic is
Yeah, my brother
crazy.
lived there, so that's what I'm saying. He got a crib.
Yeah.
I just be like, dog, I'm coming through. I got a key to his
Well, it's
crib
nice.
and everything.
Yeah.
So
ATL is nice though.
I be telling people like I buy a plane ticket. I'm straight.
I know, right?
Get my little week, couple days and shit, then I bring my ass back to the crib. So
I love
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's Atlanta, the trap. What else we gonna talk about with some T.I. good stuff? For me, I'd say my favorite albums and music, trap music. The main song for me, like I said, was 24.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Urban Legend, that was the motivation.
Yes.
I do remember that one.
Off of King, you remember that song, Top Back? I like my seats
Yeah,
down
yeah,
low
yeah.
and
Down
my top
low.
very
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
Yes.
That right
Oh my
there.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Those
Yeah.
horns. It was
Yeah.
iconic.
For sure.
Whole thing iconic.
So that
That
was
was
my
06.
shit. Yeah.
Wait, I liked
Yeah.
the slow song with Jamie Foxx.
The Jamie Foxx one, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one.
That was a
Man, I'm
jam.
like, hold on.
Oh, that was a jam.
Yeah, that was on that
Yeah.
album. What was the other one? Off
Paper Trail, I was in college. So that was a defining moment
Oh, okay.
in my life. I was at the University
Oh,
of
man.
Kentucky, and the one Swiss Beats produced Swing Your Rag. Let me do you been a time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I forget, man.
All
See?
right. Okay. Don't think. You just
Yeah,
take
that
your
was on
rag
there.
off and sing around it.
I
Yeah.
was looking for that song earlier. I
Yeah.
forgot the name of it. That's what it was called. Okay.
Yes. And then that's when he was beefing with Shorty Low. So it was like, everyone that say is what's up? What's
yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Oh, wait.
08.
Oh,
08.
man.
Okay.
Okay, so then I have to, just to backtrack. I do, then that King album, I did like that.
That
Yeah,
one
that was a
alright.
good
Because that
album.
What You Know About.
Yes, what you know about
it.
that. Don't you
Yeah.
know I got it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can.
See, I'm too excited.
Look, she about to knock the
Yeah,
equipment over.
Shit just don't go.
For Tip. What's his real name? What's his name?
If the equipment get knocked over, you know
I gotta
It's a
go.
party up in here.
You go
vagina the knocked the shit down.
Right.
But that, I gotta say that album was cold for me.
King.
Yeah, I probably listened to more tracks on that album than I did any.
And that had
T.I.
Why You Wanna. Tell a
Yeah.
nigga no with
Yeah,
ass so
yeah.
fast. Stop it.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So
Killer.
good.
Yeah, so that was, I think, on the new album, since I said I was going on now, he got one on there called Wraith.
Ray?
Wraith. Like the car Wraith, I think is bang house.
Okay.
Got
I
you.
wish I could play music on the podcast, but
Hey, right. I'm writing this shit.
one
down.
day
Me
we'll
too.
get there. But Wraith, it's called Wraith, yo. Like, it's not,
Okay.
it's like a, man, it's more of a braggadocious song. It's pretty dope.
Yes.
And then the one he got on there called, I think I was telling you, called The Amazing Mr. Fuck Up.
Yes. I
That
got
was
it down.
pretty
man.
dope. Yeah, it's called The Amazing Mr. Fuck Up. That shit
crazy.
pretty dope. He talk about how he fucked up with his girl and he fucked up his, just relationships and business and people and
He
shit
put
like
that on Dime Piece too, didn't he? He got a track where
I
he
don't know,
talk
but he
about.
talk about other
You've been
stuff.
fucking up for a long ass time,
And then he
cuz.
do like some sarcastic
Same
stuff, like
girl.
mocking himself at
Right.
the end and shit. Like, yeah, give it up for Mr. Fuck Up. And the crowd be clapping. Yeah, clap for Mr.
Hey, he
Fuck
just
Up.
did
Shit,
that at
yeah.
Dime Piece. I swear.
I
He
don't
got
know.
a song
This
just
nigga.
like that.
Do
I
he?
promise. I promise.
Oh, okay.
I'll just listen to
I'll
that shit
remember-
today.
I'll
He was
remember
just
that
doing that shit.
That might have been the song you were listening to, though.
Same girl, though.
Right.
What year was that?
Is he still talking about Tiny, right? Is that
I
all he
guess.
ever
And
talked
this
about?
Dime Piece song, I know he was talking. What year was that album you talking about?
The new one. The one that just came out.
See, that's, yeah, okay. Then we talking about the same shit.
Bro.
We talking about the same
It's
motherfuckers?
probably the same song.
Yeah. Okay, so that, yeah.
You
'Cause-
probably just had your shit on random playing or something.
no, I had the whole album playing,
Oh,
but
that's
I,
probably, yeah.
and because that was the one thing that caught my eye, that song and shit that you talking about. I was
Yeah.
sitting there
Amazing
like,
Mr. Fuck
okay.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This nigga. Okay.
But I was I always think about what contributes to an artist's like longevity in their career. And I really think a big factor is self-awareness. Like you have to know where you fit in, how you look, if you're okay with all those things. And I think T.I. coined that perfectly. He knew he was from the trap. He owned it.
Yeah.
Right.
He came up from the trap.
Right.
So that also was like he didn't try to act like he wasn't rich after that.
Sure.
He just
It was
is.
just
Sure.
him.
But he still had it in him because he was going to jail every other day for all this shit.
Yeah.
Because he did get caught up with the little guns, I think it
Yeah,
All the
was.
that's right. I
time.
remember.
Like
yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
We got like
Yeah.
6 apology songs between him apologizing to Tiny and him apologizing to
God.
us for going to jail.
Seriously.
It's fine.
Hey, but
Live your best life.
It is what it is. Right. It is what it
Yeah.
is. He listen,
Ain't
this
nobody
hood's
perfect.
still there. It's just suppressed.
Right, it's just he just push it down.
I'm trying to fight it. Trying to fight it, boss.
Turn it
Trying
in
to
the
fight
hood,
it.
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what to make the realest. You got, man, that's what make you real though.
Yeah.
He trying.
And I think that's what we all connect. We know it's real.
Sure,
There's
absolutely.
nothing about T.I. that's insincere.
Right. And then he also transferred that into even in the entertainment industry. I think staying in one area of entertainment is not the thing to do. Like he
Yeah, 'cause
branched
he got
out
into,
in
the TV shows.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Right.
I love
The reality and the acting.
Yeah.
Because ATL, let me tell you something. ATL is my shit.
Yeah. Oh, still.
That
Listen,
movie-
I
that movie-
still love that movie.
Yeah, I forgot about
shit.
that. Yeah,
I
forgot about that movie.
listen.
Yeah.
I love me some.
I'ma go watch it
that
tonight.
ATL is
You
the
play
reason
too
why I
much.
want to go to Cascade skating rink.
You said you was gonna go there one time with FBC. You still ain't went down there.
Oh my
yet,
God!
huh?
And
my
li-
God.
Is that your
I'm
uncle
going.
still?
It is my
is?
dude. I got a cousin. He skate. He
Yeah.
just went down there a couple of months ago. Like
Yes.
literally, I'm going in February, and I'm going to Cascade. I'm making it my mission. I have to. I have to feel the
You have to.
ATL
You
in my
have- and then
bones.
you gotta ask if they can play a song from ATL.
Ah.
Like, please for me.
And you know what song that come out in my head though? Didn't they play that one song on A A
Yeah.
A A
Hey,
A?
yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, with the Cherish, was that Cherish?
Swear,
Yeah,
I gotta feel the ATL.
That was a good movie.
it was so good.
You can't
It was
even
like a
deny
good. It was like a good hood love story.
What's
That's
the
what
old
I'm
girl's
saying.
name? Lauren.
Lauren.
Her name was Lauren.
London.
Lauren. Is that
She's
Lauren?
so
London?
fine.
She
It
was.
don't make
She was.
no
Yeah,
sense.
And she
she
played the
She
role
is.
to a T.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
And now
she
she
like
had a
extra
baby
fine.
by Lil Wayne.
Extra fine.
She had a baby by Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah, she
They
did.
must have been both sick and
Yikes.
lean that night
Something,
or something.
something went wrong.
Because he looks like an alien.
He does. He looked like his breath stank. I will say that to the day I die.
It probably do.
Okay, first of all, you know we ladies, we always go.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It probably do.
Yeah,
move.
that
He
That's it.
confuses
Look
me.
like it's like how you look at motherfucker, you be like, he look like he can't read.
First of all, you seen this cat's interviews?
Like that motherfucker just look like
This
he just
interview's the
cannot
slowest
read.
interviews I've ever
He said, this nigga can't read.
I know he can't read.
He
See, look at
on
the look
lean
his
in the
face. I know
interview.
he can't read.
I'm like, bro.
Oh my God.
Wake up, cuz. Wake
You
up.
ambushed the interview with a Clifford book. Read this.
Read it.
Right, open it up.
A whole Clifford book.
You just gotta make sure it's
The
updated
big
before.
red
Right,
dog.
the big red dog. Read this.
Read. Can you sure you can read? Before you get on this show,
Damn.
let me know you can read.
Yeah.
Damn.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I'll say he look like his breath stank.
It does.
Done.
But yeah, that was T.I. when he got into
T.I.
that
though.
movie. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was kind of like his Tupac Juice moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it.
I love his country slang.
Obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. He
Yeah.
can read the alphabet.
I kind of thought that was when
So
T.I.
to read the
became the
alphabet.
sexiest to me.
Right.
As when he hit that
Yes.
that twang, I was like, yeah, so
Yes.
you cute.
Yeah. Right. Or whatever. Can't hype him up.
Yeah. It's like, you cute.
Oh, yeah. I love him. So I saw him at the rave. I forgot. He came in
He
like
came to the rave?
07.
Oh, God. Really?
Damn, that was when he was still touring a lot, huh? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I was just going to say, you got to be. Wow.
That was a long time ago.
I mean, he not retired yet, really. So he ain't really. I mean, you know, once
11 years
rappers
ago.
get up there, then you on tour all the time because that's where
Mm-hmm.
you make your money. I would love
yeah.
to see him on
Right.
tour more. That would be dope. But like you said, he got so much other stuff.
I
going
would
on,
love that too.
Yeah, because I go see
Yeah.
that shit.
I would go
I
so
would.
hard.
Yeah,
I totally would.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That would be great.
I can't think. Was he at A3C yet?
Nah.
Was he there?
Not
He
in the
wasn't
year. No, not in the because I went 3 years in a row. Mm-hmm. He wasn't there.
Well,
yeah, I think because every time I go to A3C, because I'm like, damn, why T.I. not here?
I said the same thing about Outkast though. I was like, either one of them, nah.
Andre be acting funny. I hope you hear that.
They did an Outkast tribute one time. It was like they did
no, it's not the same.
It wasn't.
Right.
They did the AT Aliens album, but then they had like all these other dudes and groups rapping the songs
it's
to
not
the
the same.
beats with like a live band. It just was like,
no, it's not the same. The only one I loved the A3C year was Redman. You was in the crowd with me.
We missed that shit.
No.
Me and my brother, we missed that shit.
You was in. Dude, I got you.
We was in the crowd, afterwards, because we got there. We tried to walk through the thing.
Dude, I got you like totally on tape with me.
That wasn't when Redman was on, was it?
Yes, it was.
Was it?
I got you on. Dude, I got a video.
Okay, I got to
and
see this shit.
You must have came in the tail end of it.
It had to be.
But you was there.
Yeah, Cat got alternative facts on me.
I got receipts.
I just remember me and my brother was mad as hell. We missed Def Squad because they came on. We like, okay, Def Squad, they gonna headline and shit. They ain't coming on until about 8 o'clock or something.
Yep.
So we get there about 4. These niggas going off the stage while we trying to get through security and shit. We hearing them on stage and shit like, is that? That's motherfucking Keith Murray up there. Like, what the fuck?
So
we in security and shit like, hold on, man.
That's stressful.
I totally got
we missed all that shit.
Redman, all that. I seen all that. Like, did you? Okay, you went that year that Nas was there, right?
No, I didn't go that year.
I went that year. I miss Nas because it was raining. Fuck that.
So,
I
know I wasn't.
For sure.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, I didn't see Nas that year.
Okay, I wasn't getting my inches messed up.
Right.
Sorry.
Rain artist, it's a short list.
Yeah,
You're
like
worth
it's a
seeing.
real,
Like,
But
Prince.
I would have hoped, I would have hoped
Like,
to
you just gonna
see,
stand there like,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
fuck yeah, I take
yeah.
you just
But
gonna
I
take the
definitely
rain.
would love to see T.I.
At
and
A3C.
Outkast, even if it's at like a conference or something. Like I would love to,
because they
just
do
see
like
their
the conferences
presence.
or interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they did an
Yeah.
interview one year I went. That was the first year I went when nobody came with me. I was trying to get everybody to go. Didn't nobody want to go.
Yeah.
But they had Jeezy that year. They interviewed Jeezy.
I forgot about Jeezy.
Yeah.
My heart hurt.
We need a real nigga list.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because Jeezy is on it.
On it.
That's
top
part
3.
of the South, yeah. So
God, that's my
some
nigga.
other artists that came out, around the,
Let me tell you,
after
I have had every Jeezy
Jeezy album.
dude. Oh my God. I love Jeezy. Let me tell you something. He make me feel some type of way.
When you listen to the music, he got you put you in your mood and shit.
Man, especially when Obama got
Stop
elected.
it.
That album, okay, yeah.
What album was that? 'Cause
That
I'm not a
was-
big
I don't
G-
know what
I'm not
album
really
it
Oh
is.
my
I
God.
just know my
Wait a
president
minute,
is
hold
black.
on. My president,
And then
yeah.
he ended
I
it with,
remember
if
that
you
song.
touch
That
him, we
was
ride him.
Recession, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Jeezy fan,
I
but
love
when I was
50.
at Kentucky, I met a girl
Yeah.
from Nashville who Jeezy or die.
It was like Jeezy all day.
Jeezy or
Yeah,
die.
I love Jeezy. Let me tell you.
Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah. Shout out to down south though. Shout out to down south.
Yeah, when I be down there, man, it give me a different, like, I be having a different swag when
It
I walk.
is,
and shit.
yeah.
I be having
It
a different,
is.
you know, I just be feeling invincible and
Firm,
shit. Like,
agreed.
Yeah. Be feeling
Definitely.
good. But I think it'd be the weather too, the sun. You get a little,
Absolutely.
Down south, but no, because it is the weather, but then it's just that I don't know. I don't know if it feel like you just more comfortable and you at home.
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah, it
something.
still feel home to me.
Yeah,
like, 'cause
it's
I
just
lived there once and I be there so much, so it just
Yeah.
feel like
And I wasn't even born and raised there, but just
Yeah.
when I first came down to ATL,
Yeah.
like just the atmosphere of, like ATL, when I was on a strip, on the Edgewood strip, like you ain't even gotta be in the club to be kicking it.
Yeah,
you know
to
what I'm
just be
saying?
a
Like,
part of it. Yeah.
yeah, like Cass is outside, Cass is smoking, Cass is like ain't no drama. You know what I'm saying? Like even the bums was happy.
yeah, they was
It's
cool
just
and
easy,
kicking
right.
and shit.
When I see
know,
a happy bum,
You know it's real.
how the bum smiling at me like,
Like, what's going on? What up?
bro, let me give you some money. And like Cass was giving, like happily, like dude, the bum's happy.
Oh, I know. Well, it's like as black people, that's kind of as far as our roots go. Like
Yeah.
we don't know
Yeah.
what goes past the South. So I
Yeah.
know that my grandmother, my great grandmother, my great great grandmother lived in Mississippi. David Banner. Boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go. So you
See?
yeah,
Bam, you hit another
David
name.
Banner.
Another name.
Another artist.
About the simp. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Like
Yeah.
a Pimp.
Yep.
His
Yeah.
feature on Like a Pimp
Yeah.
changed my life.
He was the reason why, like, literally, when I first went to Mississippi, like, David Banner made me excited to see. Okay, it was
He
kind
made
of.
you want to go to Mississippi because I don't
Duh.
know
Right,
anything
there's
else.
No.
that's in Mississippi.
Listen, let me tell you.
Mississippi, my guy.
Let me tell you. Okay, Mississippi wasn't the
You wanna
greatest
go
for me.
Fishing, catfishing, or something like.
Listen,
You got a soul food restaurant you're going to try out.
yo, hey, Mississippi, yo, I was
Riding through
excited.
Tupelo and like,
Dude, I was excited to see like a cotton field.
Oh my God.
I was like a real life cotton field and shit.
Oh my God.
Like it took me back. Like I felt like I was in real life. I was like, wait a minute. First of all,
Yeah, that shit
thorns
real.
on this shit.
Right.
If
This is
niggas
real.
had to pick
yeah, that
this,
shit real.
That shit is
this
real.
shit-
That's
Shit real.
so
Where,
real.
where else you think that shit come from?
dog, it's
That's where
crazy.
it come
It's
from.
so humbling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very humbling. And David Banner put me there.
Yeah, right. David put you with his country ass.
Country
David Banner
ass.
had an album. Since we talking about David Banner, he had an album with Knife. Was it Knife Wonder? That shit was dope. I don't know if y'all ever.
I don't know about
Nah, I ain't
this.
check it out, but I'm going to.
David Banner.
I'm going to.
Wonder.
That is so not a word. Did I say I'm going to?
Yes, it is. We're talking
It's a
about
word
Southern
today,
rappers.
Yeah, it is today.
right down south. I'm going to.
On Paper Trail, T.I. spelled happening, Haapnin.
I love the,
Happening.
Yeah.
I love the
It's
southern
fine.
twang.
It's fine. You can say whatever you want today.
You can, because he's T.I. He can say what he
T.I.,
wants.
right? Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
find that album.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
looking him up
definitely
right
going to
now.
have to check that out. What is it called? Hold on, let me.
Ninth. Oh, you said it was Ninth Wonder.
Is it Knife Wonder? David.
Man, because you got to give a shout out to David Banner, Big Crit.
David Banner was on Rubber Band Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
He was.
No, that ain't the one. Not David Banner. Who was that?
Jumping
He
the
made that song with?
I put
say
that on
Big
everything.
Crit.
I'm gonna be ripping this out to that day.
Yeah.
That was him and Trick Daddy. I don't know. I'm not about to lie, but
First of all, okay, Trick Daddy, I don't know enough about him.
I mean, he's from Miami. I don't know if Miami counts as South.
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
It don't?
I mean, how
To
many
not
songs
to
did he
me.
have?
It
out?
do, but it don't.
I mean, I'm a Thug is iconic.
See,
song.
I'm thinking about cotton fields and
Right. The
yeah, Mississippi, Memphis.
well, I feel like as far as like antebellum South,
Yeah.
Florida was bad. Like that's when they was stealing the black babies
That's
and
very
feeding them
true.
to alligators.
No, that's very true because it was next to the
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
But
can't
I'm
even,
not from there.
yeah, you can't even mention the South.
I'm not from
So
there. No.
Yeah, you have man. There's so many. Oh my god, like A-Ball and MJG.
Yes. Right.
Dude, come on now. You can't even.
I know. It's
Yeah.
too many.
It's too much.
It's too many. Well, I read an article on
3 6
Complex about
Mafia.
the history of trap music, and they said it all started because there is a beat maker basically. It's called the TR-808 rhythm composer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Drum
but
machines.
so when it first came out, no one would buy it because they said it didn't simulate a drum enough. So then that dropped the prices. So who went and bought it? Poor little black kids.
Yep.
And now we got trap music.
Nice.
it's literally
Because
that
the
simple.
music, the
history.
beat part of it is
Yeah.
actually pretty simple. If you
Yeah.
listen to it, it's not a lot of instruments.
Nope.
It's not a lot of crazy shit going on
Right.
in most trap music
Right,
songs.
Right. Right.
But it is a lot of percussion, a lot of drums, a
Yep.
lot of 808. So
Yeah.
It's
I was
so
just gonna say
crucial.
808s. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, God.
the album I was trying to find, I found it. It's
Yeah.
not
Okay.
on fucking Spotify for some reason.
Okay.
What is
It's Knife Wonder and David Banner. It's called Death of a Pop Star.
Death of
Wow.
When did it come out?
Dude, that came out in. When did that come out? I don't know.
Death of a pop star.
2010.
So is that when he was woke? Because I
David
still,
Banner.
yeah, because I still at him like, nigga, we know you did what you said on Like a Pimp. Like, I get it that you read and you woke out,
he
but
grown
don't
now, he
forget.
growing. Yeah, don't forget
Yeah.
what you said
I
you
like
was
both
gonna
of
do.
you, right?
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
both
yeah.
of you. You can be both. He won't even acknowledge
He
it.
won't even acknowledge it no more. He don't want to be like
He
a pimp
woke
no more.
now.
Right.
Yeah, like
Whatever. That verse was crucial. Crucial.
Come on. Okay, David.
Right. Okay, David.
Yeah, okay, David.
If I ever meet him, I would just start rapping it super loud.
Oh.
Just make him step up in the club looking just like a pimp.
Do it, chop this groove. Doing chop the screw.
Oh my god!
Remember that was hot at one point.
Oh my god, that
Chop the
was.
screw.
People
Down
still
south.
listen to Chop the Screw.
You know
down
who
in
we
Texas.
haven't
Really?
talked about? Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris.
Oh man, he
Right.
was so man.
He brought
He did.
to me. He brought
a whole different.
But you know, a lot of people think he copied off of Redman. Like he copied
Really?
his whole style off of Redman.
Really?
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
see it.
You don't see that?
Nah, maybe let me go. See, now I got to do a comparison
See,
because
now
I
you
don't
gonna be-
see
now
that.
you're gonna be going back like listening.
Yeah, because now I got to compare because I don't.
I mean, I could see it and I can't see it because he does do the. I think it's more so because of a lot of inflection he puts in his voice and it.
He does a lot of
and
that.
a lot
Yeah,
of
he
emotion
does.
and a lot
Yeah.
of emotion he puts into
Yeah.
it and shit like that. Because Redman is the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's where people get that comparison from. Not me
Check that
necessarily,
out.
but 'cause
Right.
they both dope MCs. Like
Right.
So
I mean, Ludacris's metaphoric lyricism.
but you know he's from Chicago.
Originally.
Well, first of all,
I
I,
didn't know
love
that.
Chicago. You already know because Lupe is
Yeah,
my
Kick
top dog.
push.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lupe Fiasco is my top dog.
But he was, I think he
Sorry,
moved. I
Common.
think
I
Ludacris
love
moved to Atlanta when he
Yes.
was like a teenager or something.
oh, he
like
wasn't
that.
even little. I would
Yeah,
give
he
it
was
to him
like-
if he was
Yeah.
like 3.
Yeah, I think he was like a
Yeah.
teenager.
Here's
Okay.
metaphoric.
Because he was like a
rhymes, though.
radio
You can't
DJ.
even
He was
deny it.
ended up being like a DJ on the
Is
radio.
Redman goofy? Ludacris is goofy.
Redman is
Redman
too,
a
a
fool.
little
Yeah,
bit.
he a fool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe.
I'm gonna have to check him out now. Now I
I
gotta
didn't know that.
Yeah. Now right here, I'm
Nah,
like,
mess up your Ludacris view and
Right.
shit.
I love it. Move bitch is my jam.
Yeah.
But wait, is Mystical from the South?
He from New Orleans. He was with the No Limit Camp.
My nigga.
Yep.
Oh, we
What,
haven't even
Master
talked
P?
about Louisiana because
okay, I can't even talk about Mystical right now because well, my blackness won't allow me to talk about him.
why?
Ain't he like ain't he in trouble right now? What
Is he in
doing?
trouble?
He got locked up again, I think, for rape or
See,
something.
yeah,
for
I'm
rape?
good. I'm
Because he
good.
went to jail
Okay,
one
we know.
time for that already.
No.
See, I
sorry.
can't.
Then he got out.
Guys, don't tell me this.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
want to know.
Serious?
You didn't know that?
I just want to
Yeah.
listen. Been so long.
No, I'm good.
Sing it.
Yeah, I can't. He did have his moment, but he ruined it with the rape.
Yeah, he went to
Fine.
jail for a little while, then got out, and then I think he got arrested again for doing the same thing. If I'm not,
Come on, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody
Bro.
in the comments, but I believe that's what happened. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
He was
fine.
out for a little while. He was like supposed to be working on another album.
And you raped another
and-
victim?
Yeah,
Damn.
I think he did. I think so.
Come on now.
What is Mystical? Ain't even. He can't be not singing, not rapping like that.
It's two different females saying the same thing.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so I think that's what
Yeah,
happened
my
to him
blackness.
again.
I can't. My womanness
Yeah,
can't even
I
accept.
feel that your vagina.
Yep.
Thank you. God, that's gonna be my new term from
I
now
said
on.
your
Is
vagina was
vagina.
not accepted.
I cannot accept Mystical
With
right
a
now.
whole B, because I feel
With a
like being
whole
a
B.
bitch about with my
Yes.
vagina. I'm a vagina.
Oh my God!
That's
Yes.
some bullshit.
Just alliterate it out. No, I feel you. Okay.
love it.
No more Mystical. But in New Orleans, so we've got Juvenile, right? He's
Yep,
from New Orleans.
Juvenile, the whole No Limit Camp, Master
Right,
P,
Project Chick.
Master P, Mia X,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
C Murder,
Crucial.
I'm a iffy. See murder.
all that. He in jail now though.
He got what did
Long
gotta
as you
be.
don't mention Silk the Shocker, we good.
Well, you know he was with No Limit, Silk the Shocker,
Right.
and all that
Correct.
Stuff, so.
Non-rapper.
Next.
Yeah.
Non-factor.
Is Silk the Shocker locked up?
That was the dude. He was terrible.
Was he?
He was terrible.
Silk the Shocker was terrible.
Terrible.
Did people
Only
like
reason he was
him?
on because I think that was like Master P's brother or something,
Yeah,
right?
terrible.
He was
Negative.
What
Yeah,
a
he
waste.
was super
He
terrible.
was terrible.
He was terrible even in
Terrible
what
standards.
was No Limit. What was the movie?
Even in the No Limit standards of rapping, like the
He
down
was
south,
Still
because
terrible.
No Limit had
Terrible.
like some bad rappers on their label.
Yeah,
but that
they
was
did.
but that was just my opinion.
Yeah.
no, I agree.
Because some people like that style of music, so you know you
Yeah.
call me
Yeah.
a hater if you want to, whatever. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
to me, like Silk the Shocker was bad, even against other bad rappers.
Oh God, he was terrible.
When you're the worst of the worst, you suck.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
terrible.
I used to be like, dog, y'all listening? Who listening to this?
He was terrible.
He was offbeat. He was everything.
Oh my God,
like,
he was terrible.
Like the bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
And he was
just
like
stay
the
on
kid
beat.
that got a C just to get by. Like,
Oh my God.
he was that kid.
That is
in
so
rap.
funny.
At least stay
Y'all.
on beat, yo.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Y'all are
I'm
funny.
just saying, he reminded me of Easy E when they first put him in
But
NWA.
Easy E used to be able to stay on beat though.
Yeah, but remember, according to the Straight Outta Compton movie, he couldn't.
Oh, well.
Oh, I didn't watch that movie, so
What?
I haven't seen that.
I don't watch a lot. Of
Halo.
movies. I don't watch movies.
Really?
I'm sorry. Don't beat me.
But Straight Outta Compton though, cuz. The podcast over.
Done.
He gotta we watching that movie
I
tonight.
still ain't seen Black Panther either.
What the
Okay.
Look, nah, she mad.
like don't what?
I just don't watch movies like that, man.
But Straight Outta Compton though.
I need to. My dad told me I need to watch Straight Outta Compton. My dad don't listen. My dad listens to the blues.
You ain't watched
He
Straight Outta
told you,
Compton
your daddy
either.
told you to watch it.
What?
I know, you guys. I know.
Come on, we watching this
I'm just
tonight.
lazy. I'm not. I don't not watch movies, but I just be lazy and don't watch.
That's
them.
what I'm saying. Like I see some movies and shit, and I'm like, I want to see
Right,
that.
that look good as fuck.
That look good as a motherfucker.
Okay,
And then
I
like
get
6
that.
months later, it be
be
on
like,
Netflix, and then I
right,
see the
right.
Netflix
Oh, my
commercial, and I'm like,
God.
I'm gonna watch that shit on Netflix, and then I'll
And then
never watch that.
I never
either.
watch it.
I get
Never
that, but
watch it.
Straight Outta Compton though. This is
know.
NWA
I
we
know
talking
the
about.
I know,
NWA
it's
story
crucial.
already, though. I followed them. I've been listening to NWA since they first came out. I
Yeah,
know the
I
NWA
know,
story
but
already.
bro, the music.
It's like
the
watching
movie, though.
Titanic. You know the fucking
Yeah,
end
you know how
already.
it's gonna end.
Yeah, but Titanic was 4 fucking hours long.
I
It's
didn't
2
watch
hours
all-
each
I didn't
part.
watch all
It's
of
too
it.
long.
Because I already know how it's
yeah.
going to end. It's like watching all the new Star Wars movies.
You already
Why you
know.
watching
Nah.
them? You
Yeah.
already know they can't destroy the motherfucking Death
Unacceptable.
Star. You already know that. So
Unacceptable.
why am I watching this whole fucking movie?
No.
It was
You
the
already
one.
know that.
It was the one
No.
with the girl. Damn, what was the one Star Wars one? I can't
The
think
princess?
Of no, I can't think of the name
I don't
of
know
it.
anything
But it was
about Star
supposed to be the story like about the Death Star and like.
No.
So I'm watching it and shit. I'm like, okay. But then I'm in the middle of the movie. I'm like, they don't destroy this motherfucking man. Why am I watching this goddamn movie?
Halo,
And
you
come
in
to find
vagina.
out- yeah.
I'm done
He
today.
said vagina.
This
out.
is the one movie right now.
But I know
Straight
how
outta
Straight Outta
Compton.
Compton
Straight Outta
work.
Compton.
It don't
I
matter.
know the
Fair.
story of NWA.
I'm gonna force you
And
to
then
watch it.
whoever made the movie gonna embellish it on their side to make it seem a little,
touche.
you know, better for them.
That's
Yeah,
how I
but
feel about the
it really
Temptations
wasn't even
movie.
like that though. The movie really was not
When
like
they talk
that.
about like Dr. Dre, they show him like they should have put him showing him beating up chicks more or some shit
Okay,
like
first
that.
of all,
Jesus.
no, that was Miss Chalet's version.
That's what I'm saying. That was Miss Chalet's version.
That was Miss Chalet's version. No,
Because then she make a Dr. Dre movie too.
she did. She made a Straight Outta Compton
Dr.
on
Dre
her
was beating
side of the
women
story.
too?
Yeah, I guess he was
Yeah,
used to
he
beat up
was
Miss
an
Chalet because that
abuser.
was his girl. He was like, I guess he used
That's
to be
so
an abuser.
sad.
Yeah, it was crazy. No, I kind of did some conspiracy documentary videos on that, and I'm sorry. I'm inclined to believe.
That's fine.
I'm inclined to believe.
Okay.
That
all
was kept under wraps.
Okay. We're going to get off topic here for a second because
Yeah.
Chris is always interested in conspiracy theories. Let's see.
I definitely feel like, listen, I watched some videos of real life interviews
With Dr.
between, yes, Dr. Dre and Miss Chalet was involved in the interview. Okay. And he did, he did this thing. There's a YouTube documentary on it where it points out the fact that during this interview, you know, it's kind of like after an award show or something like that. You know how you got the people interviewing them.
Yeah.
They both like standing next to each other and shit like that.
Yeah.
So Miss Chalet kind of like came in, bombarded the interview a little bit, and Dr. Dre kind of like looked at her, but then he kind of like put his fist up to her face.
And she did like the little kid thing back there.
Like coward.
She
Yeah.
cowered to his face.
Yeah, and she was like, like trying to joke it off.
Oh my God.
But the conspiracy person that was doing the video was like, check this out. So,
Right.
you doing it in slow
Okay.
and you looking
Yeah.
at it like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe he did do what
Yeah.
she say. I mean, what kind of reaction is that of a guy?
Absolutely.
Because he was basically kind of telling her, like, back off. You doing too much.
Dude
With
gave-
his-
dude gave
with
her
a-
the little fake fist like, you better get your...
I'm going to beat your ass later.
Pump fake, right?
He gave her the
Gave her
Ike Turner,
pump
like,
fake, ooh, I'll fuck you up right
later
now. This camera
on,
went
bitch.
up.
That's so scary.
This camera went, ooh, I'll fuck you up right
Yeah.
now. This
But
camera
if you look at, like, some of the old interviews,
Yeah.
I mean, like, pay attention to even when you look at Michelet's video, Something in My Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Something in my heart,
Pay attention to how she is about Dre at that time. Like, this is why you gotta watch the Straight Outta Compton movie, and you gotta watch her version of the Straight Outta Compton, because
her version was like the Lifetime version, right?
Yeah,
got it.
So it makes you actually go back, because she has some pieces of when she was doing the video, like when she was doing what's the name of that one song where she had on a black suit, Nicety. When she did the song Nicety.
You fucking remember that?
Yeah. I was a Michelet friend. Yeah. So I liked Michelet. So she had some of that in the movie. So it makes you go back to some of those videos.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lie.
Yeah, in interviews and shit like that, and peep certain shit that you might not have a peep before.
Yeah. Well, like,
and what woman would lie about it?
That's my whole thing with the Brett Kavanaugh shit that just went off.
Yeah.
So they said she was lying. The Republicans said, "Oh, girl was lying." I forgot her name. But then he got, like, in whatever it is that Supreme Court justices. He got confirmed, and he grabbed his wife to move her over, and that bitch jumped out her skin.
She was like, saying?
I was like, "You be beating her!" Like, it was like, it's that easy.
Yeah,
that's that shit. Like, you look and you see like how, like, I see some women, especially single women, and you know they not supposed to have no motherfucking kids.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And the kid will be doing something, and she'll raise her hand, and the kid will just cower like, "No, don't hit me."
You already know that she be hitting that kid hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck. Because before she even do anything,
so sad.
And I've been, so that's what she did. I didn't see that clip.
Yeah, she did. And then, like, the older daughter, because she's like preteen, she saw it. Like, because they don't do
already
this
know.
shit.
Yeah,
right, so she was watching. It was, writing was all over the wall.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the next topic of women in hip hop.
Perfect.
Hey, right on time.
Right on time.
Yeah. Since that's kind of something that goes hand in hand in hip hop is the objectification of women.
Yeah.
In hip hop and in rap. I ain't gonna lie. I like hard bars. I like niggas talking shit. I like all that shit. But I do have a thing about, is it R&B? I call it, or in rap, I call it porno rap.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
why do you call it that?
my thing I got.
Like the Tip Drill video?
Yeah, stuff like that, or
first of all,
it's a lot.
Or porn, mostly like R&B though. You get like more of the newer R&B. It's just straight up like just straight porno music, yo. Like that.
It is. It's lazy.
Yeah,
ain't
it's
no
not
love in it at all.
It ain't none of that. So, it's some rap that's like that as well. I kind of listen dance hall. We was talking about that earlier. Dance hall get pretty raunchy, but dance hall always been like that.
I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, if you do the history of like just Jamaica in general,
just the dancing and everything.
Yeah, they've always been
like that. But then in rap, it's not, that's kind of a newer thing in rap. Back in the day, of course, early in the golden age of rap and hip hop, you had songs like that where cats would talk about stuff like that. But now it's just so prevalent. Like,
oh man,
oh my
every song
and unimaginative.
Yeah, every song, My daughter, listen, I got a 14-year-old. And she listens to all of that. Yeah. And that's all, like, it ain't even, there. Back then, we had variety.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the Luke, you had the LL Cool J.
Yes.
So you kind of had, see, and this is why I respect the older hip hop. This is why I'm stuck there on my playlist.
For sure.
Yeah. Because you had the variety.
If you didn't you weren't getting beat over the head.
That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to be, in love, or wanted somebody that he was the thug boy trying to falling in love with the good girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had that selection that you could choose from. Nowadays, the whole selection is just, I'm gonna beat a bitch.
Right.
A bitch gonna suck my dick.
And it's not even imaginative.
Yeah, at all.
Because my whole thing is like, women are also sexual. So it would be remiss for me to not be listening to the hip hop. And
when
I listen to it, I love it too. Like, if he talking crazy, I also enjoy it. But I also
but then you try to think like, okay.
But I had context.
Correct.
Like, I wasn't a little girl who didn't have parents, who was like, You know, all the things that the little girls get ostracized
Correct.
for. I already knew that it was a game to me.
Sure.
But the girl who was living on whatever street, it was real life to her.
Yeah.
And so she's internalizing it different, and that's the problem.
Absolutely.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you get to the point where it's some of the music, we'll just say as far as the women, the female side of it, because then you have some female artists who play to that.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
You
And
get
which
your-
is fine.
You get
Right.
your Nicki Minaj's and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Back in the day, you would have your Lil Kims and Foxy Browns.
Yeah.
For me, that was kind of the first time I remember female artists like really being sexual about it. Every dude had that picture of Lil Kim on her
Yeah,
album cover,
with her
spread
legs,
her legs
yeah.
cocked open and shit.
Absolutely.
Everybody was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my motherfucking god!"
But at the same
Shit.
time, though, see, in a male-dominated industry, alter that. Because if you remember when Little Kim first started rocking, she wasn't that.
No, she wasn't doing
Yeah,
that.
she was the hardcore
spitting.
tomboy. Yeah, she was the
Yeah.
hard. The industry turned her sexual
Yeah.
because it's a male dominated industry.
Right.
So they don't want to see no hardcore tomboy
Yeah.
ass rapping female. They wanted to alter how she was perceived. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I feel like the industry made her more feminine.
to make her
To
appeal
sell
more
her
to the
further.
masses.
Yes.
Because to real hip hop heads, like I will tell you, we all knew that she could spit.
Yeah.
Everybody
man.
knew Lil Kim
sure.
could spit.
Yeah.
You know
Off
what
top,
I mean?
yeah.
And we all would have accepted
Definitely.
her just spitting.
Yeah,
like she didn't have to
definitely.
do none of that, and she
Yeah.
would have still,
Right.
got, but it was up to her to say, okay, do I want to go to that next level?
Correct.
Of stardom, I guess
Right.
that's what you
Sure.
want to call it.
And she did that. Right.
You know?
And she did
it.
that. For sure.
So, and that kind of paved the way for what we have now.
Right.
And
Right.
Right.
The over sexualized.
Which like I said, sex, do it.
Yeah, how do you feel about it? How do you feel
I
about
just
that
really
as far
want
as that?
Yeah.
the talent to match. Like, if you're going to
Right.
be out here, like, I'm fine with whatever Beyonce has on because she's going to put on the show.
Hell
good show.
yeah.
Like, it's not
Definitely.
an
You in the Bay
overcompensation.
High.
Definitely.
Right.
You in the Bay High.
Definitely.
I'm casually,
Casually.
like, she's a very powerful black woman. I'm
man.
in I love Michelle
You
Obama.
just affiliated then.
Right.
Like you
I don't-
got Bloods and Crips
I
in
don't
the
talk
neighborhood. and y'all
about
just hang.
I don't talk about Beyonce in public. You know,
Okay.
like, it's got to just be black women. I
Yeah,
don't talk
yeah,
about,
yeah,
you know,
okay.
but she cool.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
She your next door neighbor.
Don't
Hey,
do B.
She a crip, and your daddy
Yeah.
told you better not be no gangbanging. But so y'all just hang out, y'all just affiliated.
Right.
Don't
Y'all
do B.
just affiliated.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's my issue with Nikki. Like, she puts on these outfits, her hair be laid, whatever, but she not rapping anymore.
Nah. She ain't a lyricist to me.
Yeah, it's just
Little Kim, that's the one thing I can say, and you hit a good point, that Little Kim, even when she went feminine, she still kept her lyricism.
exactly.
Lil Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she
Yeah,
didn't lose
that's what I'm
that.
saying. Like she could
Yeah.
actually rhyme.
Yeah, that's
just
what I'm
remember,
saying. Right.
Just remember on the Mobb Deep, the Quiet
Yeah.
Storm remix.
Yeah.
I put 100% in every line
Man,
I
that's
spit.
right.
Yeah,
Hey!
you remember that shit?
Yeah.
The
I
Mobb Deep,
love that.
Smart.
like she could verse.
I
She,
love-
yeah,
I
hey,
love that. I
That
love
verse
that.
was so motherfucking ill, yo.
Dude.
And that was when I really started liking Lil Kim even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was doing her shit, titties out and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when she spit that verse,
yeah,
and that's what I
that
was saying.
titty
Yeah,
purple
Listen,
the
drop.
little thing,
And my shit was on Get Money
Yeah.
with
Yeah, Get
Notorious
Money.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
That's my first.
I love that.
Lil Kim. Listen.
I love that.
Listen.
Yeah, so Lil Kim, that was
Yo.
like, but other I think I got some wrote down here.
Yeah.
Well, not wrote down, I'm on my tablet.
Yeah.
Other early female MCs from when I was around, this was kind of Salt and Pepper. They was kind of still
Oh,
yeah.
when you was around.
I know.
MC
But
Just
Salt
Light.
and Pepper though, I still remember Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
They were kind of one of the first female groups to actually bring some type of sexuality into rapping. Because
They
you got to
did.
think at the time you had like
Yep.
Moni Love,
Yep.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
You had the MC
Yeah.
Lights.
Right, yep.
They
Yeah.
wasn't talking about no sexual shit
Nah.
and dating and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And when Salt and Pepper came out, motherfuckers motherfuckers was like, who is these? You know?
Yeah, I like that.
And they was talking shit to niggas though. Like they was talking shit to, you know.
Well, I can't say that because MC Light did come out with Roughneck, and she was talking about.
But yeah, she was. She wanted her rough. I need a rough. I do remember that.
Nigga.
Oh my god!
But she wanted that thug nigga.
Yeah. That's what I was on at this.
Here for it. Here for
So
it.
she brought that song right on time.
But that's what I'm saying. She was saying it different.
Yeah.
But Salt and Pepper came with
They
a more
did.
feminine
Feminine,
version
Correct.
of it. You know what I
Correct.
mean? And I think they kind of really paved the way. Because before
Right.
them, you had Roxanne Shante. She
Yep.
was really noted as being one of the first dope female MCs. She
Correct.
was battling dudes in the hood.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dope. Write it down. Netflix documentary. It's called Roxanne.
Yeah, it
Shantae.
is. I watched that.
Is it?
Did you watch it?
I did watch that.
They did a documentary.
That was pretty
it's
good.
Like, it's not a documentary. It's actually a movie. But they had people playing it. But it's more of a
Yeah, it's
what do
good.
they call that?
Okay.
Well, Roxanne, the
No, I'm
actual
just talking
Roxanne
about like
was
it's not a
behind it.
documentary. It's a movie. But it's a based on a true story.
True
Okay,
story,
got
right?
you.
And Roxanne was the actual real Roxanne was behind that.
Yeah, she was
yeah.
actually
I
behind
saw
it.
the
So it's
girl that
vetted.
played her too was real
The
good.
girl
too.
that played her played it good too. She
Man,
had
she
that
did.
accent and shit.
Oh, my
yeah, you
God.
gotta watch it though, because
It was dope.
Because then you
Yeah.
can look and see like how it was back in the '80s and shit like that. Because they had the regular clothes on, and then you would look and see
It was dope.
all these girls and a lot of people was starting to wear and do all the same shit that we was doing back then.
Oh, I
No,
believe
for
it.
real.
All the same
Yeah.
shit.
And
You
they
know
could
what I
be
mean?
sexual without being naked.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Salt and
Yeah.
Pepper brought.
That's
you know
what Salt.
I'm saying?
That's what Salt and
Yeah.
Pepper brought. You could be sexual and you could bring that female energy
Absolutely.
to music, but you didn't have to be half motherfucking naked or three quarters
Yeah,
naked.
that's what
Yeah.
TLC did.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
TLC.
yeah, you gotta throw them in there because TLC also did it. You know what I'm saying too? But yeah,
And my whole I'm not even against the nakedness. My whole thing
Yeah.
is just
Yeah, me
why
neither.
are you doing it?
Of course
like,
you're
is
not.
it desperate? Are you doing
Ain't
it
no
because
saying
you're
me neither.
desperate?
Yeah, I don't mind
Ain't no
it.
saying
I don't
me
mind it.
neither.
I don't mind it
Yeah.
of course you don't.
I don't mind it
I
either.
just need to know because I can like Rihanna showing up naked. That's just like she could not do it. Like you when
Like,
Rihanna
that's just
from the
what she do.
Virgin
right,
Island.
she
Yeah,
just like
she-
this is how I
That's
show.
how I show up
yeah.
anyway.
Right,
and shit.
but sometimes
That's what
Nikki
they
just
do
look
over there.
like she really need attention. Like she just need a
She
hug.
do be having like I need some attention
Right.
outfits.
Yeah.
She do be doing that.
It's so exhausting.
And then who's the next in line after her? Cardi. Who's the new and now Cardi
Cardi
B?
B.
We were talking about that
Yeah,
beforehand.
I can't even.
Cardi.
How you feel about Cardi, Kat? How you feel about that?
Yeah. How?
So again, I'm I'm used to the lyricist.
Part of it,
Yeah, Cardi is not really a lyricist. However, if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely choose Cardi over
Same.
Nicki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, first of all,
Would you say that though at the height of Nicki's career, if Cardi came out at the height of Nicki's career? Because we on the back end of Nicki's career, so
But we shouldn't be.
we shouldn't
correct.
be. No. I ain't
agree.
saying that. We shouldn't.
I
We
agree.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But
She's a little
I
Kim
think that
replica.
she's done it to herself
Yeah,
as
she
far as
has.
the music and
Yeah.
the image and everything that she's done. Right? You can keep
The
this
beef,
is.
man.
Well, I think we talked about it on one of the episodes. Maybe it might have been episode 3 or 4. Where I talked about how. The artists that we are seeing now in rap and hip hop are the first ones that are actually going to be able to do music in today, rap music in today 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Right?
saying. Right.
Because you got rock and roll motherfuckers out here touring today, 65,
Grateful
No,
Dead,
for real.
still
Yeah.
selling out stadiums.
Niggas have a
Yeah.
retirement
For
tour.
real.
Yeah.
A retirement tour.
Yes.
Who has
Absolutely.
a retirement tour?
You
White
ain't wrong.
niggas.
Yeah. A retirement tour.
Bro, like,
Yeah.
seriously.
So, like, we are at that
Yeah.
point where rappers, if you got a really good following and you can really keep your fans interested,
Yeah.
you can rock now until you 40, 50.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think I even went about it. Ghostface, I think he's like 45, 46.
Yeah.
KRS-One like 50.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
these cats is still doing shows, and ain't no reason why Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj,
Yep.
Foxy Brown, all these
Yeah.
female rappers, they should still be able to do the same thing.
Agreed.
Because all y'all found them at a certain age, and they still y'all,
Yeah.
But I really feel like when you talking about the KRS Ones and you talking about Nas and all, like they all conscious rap. So to
Yeah.
me, like that hip hop is
Well,
gonna
like,
forever live.
that will always live.
Yeah, it will
Yeah,
always
yeah,
live
it
because
is.
you're gonna consistently have controversy.
Yeah.
So as long as you consistently have controversy, you're always gonna have a need for that type of hip hop. That hip hop is never gonna die.
So
Yeah.
you're saying the over sexualized female rappers won't have a career when they
Nah.
get older?
Well, if you're
don't think
depending
it'll
that
last?
much on your body, you're gonna get old.
Yeah,
So
that
what
is
happens?
I was just gonna say,
Right.
you talking about the fake asses,
Yeah, yes.
the fake titties.
Yes.
That
You
is
understand
true.
what I'm
You
saying?
can't get on stage.
You can't
Yeah.
get on stage in a
It's only-
leotard.
At 50,
Yeah.
talking about your
You
anaconda
can't.
and
You
shit.
not gonna-
Yeah.
You can't.
You ain't gonna look right. Nikki, that's all. To me, that's
'Cause I
all
think
she
I
rap
seen some
about is her
pictures.
ass.
Yeah.
I think I seen some pictures of Lil
And it's
Kim
rough.
And
like,
that
still being on
coochie.
stage trying to look.
Yeah,
and it
it's
was like,
rough.
it looked rough. Yo, Lil Kim been looking rough lately.
It's rough.
No,
It's sad.
That's because Little Kim ain't happy with
She's
herself.
not happy.
She look like Latoya Jackson
Yes.
right now.
It's super frustrating.
stage.
All of
She be
all
looking-
of that is frustrating.
Yeah, and she don't even have to do that because
I
when
know.
when we talk about that open leg picture that she had, that poster everybody had, Kim was hot.
Right.
She was
And
hot.
you were. That's
just
fine.
the way she
Right.
was.
Just right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, no, I don't think it's going to live forever because it's only so many rap songs you could talk about your coochie and your
Right.
ass. And your ass don't even look even.
It's really
Shouldn't.
uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's really like it's so fake.
When you got K. Michelle trying to get rid of hers,
Right.
you should know that.
It's
like,
time for it to go.
Yeah, I don't even think you should be promoting that shit. Like that's
Yeah,
not
I
even,
just can't get behind
It's gonna
anything
die.
that Nicki stands for.
Yeah.
I can get behind the things that Cardi has said,
I
not
will
necessarily
say that.
even
Yeah, how
in
you
her
feel
music.
about Cardi and Nicki?
Yeah.
Well, because I listened to Cardi's album. It was fine. It was whatever. I
Yeah.
agree. She's not a lyricist.
Yeah.
But like the real shit that she has said, like in times of fury, like
Sure.
when she's on the stage at Love
So
and Hip Hop,
basically her-
it's real nigga shit, bro.
Just basically
Yeah.
her person, basically.
Well, I think she has the potential to become a lyricist if she's interested in being
Sure.
one.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
she
yeah.
has enough of, like I said about T.I., she's aware of who she is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a craft. So
Yeah.
I don't know if she's worked on it.
Yeah, I don't know if she actually
And I will
Right.
say,
She probably-
Nikki, like I actually liked Nikki before she was Barbie.
Right. The
I liked,
mixtapes.
yeah, I
Yes.
liked her before
I know,
she
bro.
was the Barbie.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
Everybody did.
Like seriously, I've
She was
watched
spitting.
her.
She was
Yeah,
spitting.
I've watched her old shit before she.
her verse on Monster.
Dude, she looked 10 times
Yep.
better,
Yeah.
right? Without all of the fake shit,
It's, yeah.
the made
sad.
up Barbie. Before that, Nikki was cold to me. Like
Yes.
honestly,
Same as fuck. It's
just
really
saying.
frustrating.
Yeah.
But like I said, they got all that from the Lil Kims, the Foxy Browns,
Yeah.
and all that good stuff.
But even Little Kim back then, okay, so they trying to do a Nicki replica of Little Kim. Okay,
Right.
I got you. Because if I done seen a conspiracy theorist video about that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's one out there. I'm just gonna tell you.
Perfect.
fucking conspiracy theory about everything.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, like, but even before Little Kim turned into Latoya Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying,
Oh my God.
that's what she looks like.
She do.
Everybody looks like Latoya. Who's
They
done
do.
the damn. You know, no disrespect to the Jacksons. Rest in peace, Mike.
Right.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But either that or Elizabeth Taylor, one of the two.
In between. Their baby.
But I'm just saying, like, even Lil Kim, before she became Latoya, Little Kim was her. She had the African American nose and
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's
and
like,
it was beautiful.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like, y'all trying to turn Nicki into this replica of what? Kim wasn't even that
I know.
back then. Like, she was hot.
It was.
She was.
What y'all trying to do?
It's a disaster.
Yeah,
She
like,
was.
I can't even.
But
yeah.
I think that's her though, because I've seen some things about people who have like multiple plastic surgeries.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as people who have a million tattoos. It's an addiction. It becomes
Yeah.
an addiction.
Yeah, I
you know
get
what I
you.
mean?
Yep.
So
That makes
I get
perfect
you.
sense.
Yeah.
and they don't care what it look like. It's just
Yeah.
I need to go get it done because
Yeah.
it's just an addiction. So until you fuck your whole face
Yeah.
and body up and
That's
Until
so
she
sad.
turned into
And
the
you can't
Barbie,
go
though, she's
back.
no longer a lyricist to me.
Right.
Cardi
Can't
B,
go
I'm
back.
with you.
Yeah.
Vagina, I definitely.
yeah. See, I ain't really got
respect
into the Cardi B
Cardi
thing
more.
and-
yeah. I listened to her out. I listened to a little bit
I
of the
scanned
album
through
with
it.
the. But yeah, I did too. With the but again, I'm still stuck with the Remy Mons
I
and
feel you.
I'm more conscious rap anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's you know.
So
what I'm
that's what I was gonna
saying?
say. What do you prefer? The more? How do you feel about the Nicki's and Cardi B type rappers or the Rhapsody, Jean Grey, Lauryn Hill type?
See, I'm
What do you prefer?
Rhapsody, Lauryn Hill all day. Conscious rap all day.
Okay.
I can't even get with the Cardi B's and the Nicki's. That's just my preference.
No, I feel you.
Definitely.
I like in my spare time. Hip hop finds me. Like I don't go looking for it.
Yeah.
So I'm a
that's hip-hop,
child of commercial hip hop.
Thanks.
So
Okay.
like to find conscious rap is work, and I find it on accident because like my uncle will be playing it.
Yeah.
So I'd have
Yeah.
to say that I listen to the commercial rappers more, and they don't be, but not
Gotcha.
because I think they're better. I don't have much to compare them
To
to.
compare
Right,
them to.
yeah.
Yeah. You ain't had nobody say, hey, listen to that.
Exactly.
Listen to
Right,
that.
right,
right.
Listen to that.
Honest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Check out
That's
Rhapsody.
honest.
Yo.
I will.
Man, Rhapsody's
Check out Rhapsody. The originators are like, for me, like the originators are like the dope, just female MCs would be like the Jean Grey,
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Rod Diggers,
Oh man, I forgot about Rod Diggers.
Eve. Like
yeah.
Eve
Yeah.
was, even before that, the Brat,
Yeah.
dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta pay homage.
Missy.
Oh.
Yeah, Missy had her
Absolutely.
own.
But
Yeah.
Missy was dope for the fact that she could rhyme, but she also wrote songs for a lot of people.
I was just gonna say, Missy was cold in her own right, just to ping off of what you saying, Halo. Like, she not only made her own cold hit. See, to me, that's
But
what
she was
makes
doing.
you.
But see, Missy was doing all this shit for everybody else
Right.
before she even came out with her own shit.
You right?
Yeah.
No, you right.
She was like, "I'm doing all this shit for everybody. I might as well do this shit
Yeah.
myself." Fuck
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
Missy to me was like really, you know,
I honestly looked at Missy the same way I looked at Dr. Dre.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, he made cold songs on his own as an individual, but when you can write for somebody else
Yeah.
and make hits,
Yeah.
Like you giving away songs.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Missy, that's what she was
yeah.
doing, man. So I like, I
dog, she
really,
made so many
She's
hits.
going into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
she gonna
yeah,
have
she
to
cold.
because she wrote.
She's
got to.
the first black
She
female
got to.
the first female rapper to get
And if
inducted.
you want to talk about,
Is she? They put her on there.
yeah,
yeah, they
I didn't
did.
see that.
Yeah, they did. They,
Oh,
they,
okay.
yeah, I saw it on Facebook. They,
That's dope.
I
Yeah,
know.
The
for
first
sure.
female.
yes,
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yes.
I could think of some other ones that probably should have went before her, but
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
for
it.
sure.
I get it
definitely.
though,
Yeah.
because she did, you know, Missy
Definitely
was a lot.
belongs.
I
Yeah.
love Missy Elliott.
Man, she's so cool.
She gave me that Red Man vibe too, where the weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know what
she
I
did.
mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
The crazy
Definitely
videos
uniqueness.
and the crazy, like the Buster Rhymes.
And like we
I thought-
talk about people ruining
That's
their
who she
bodies,
put me in
she's
mind.
aging backwards.
Yeah, like she's going
is.
backwards,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
Because you remember she got big for a minute,
Right.
and
Yeah.
she got, you know, but now she look young as a month.
Yeah.
I'm like,
As
hold on,
ever.
is
That's
that?
when you just minding your business,
Yeah,
drinking water,
straight
living your
up
best
drinking
life.
water.
Nikki looking tore down because she arguing with Cardi on Instagram.
Yeah, you all stressed out and
Right,
shit.
right. Meanwhile, Missy getting plaques.
Yeah.
Ain't put out an album a year.
Yep. In years.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I think she just dropped a single though a little while ago.
100.
Missy did.
Oh, I think because I saw
called.
all the dancers were dancing to it.
Yeah, it was
on
some
Yeah.
little
Instagram,
yeah. So she had a little crazy video again there too.
She's so wrong.
Who else?
I love her.
When Lauryn Hill came out, that's another female artist
Yeah.
that you know
Conscious.
that shit died before it was its time.
Yes.
I think that was just on her.
It was
Yeah.
on
And
her.
I'm sure it's you know, so yeah, as y'all know, it's a million stories out there about how
Yes.
Lauryn Hill, you know, career and
Acts.
life fell apart
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
And it's
but-
unfortunate.
yeah, but she was like on her way to being probably the dopest female, not
Legendary.
just rapper,
Ever.
Period.
just artist,
Period.
female art, just ever
Firm.
singing, rapping,
Like
All
up
of
there
it.
with
all of
like
it.
a Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she would be iconic.
She
Yeah.
would. I
Yeah.
mean, she still is
Definitely
now, but I think it's
icon.
more so she's at that status now more so just because of the allure that you know and the aura.
one album.
yeah, the
Right.
aura that you know she
Yeah.
got the soul glow around
Yeah.
her and shit. You know what I mean? She got that Last Dragon orange glow and shit.
Yo,
like,
real
dog,
talk.
like,
Oh my
like
God.
that
The
song, like yo, you seen the glow, son? I
Yo.
seen that glow. It's like orange, son.
Listen, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill,
Crucial.
But that shit put that glow around
it
her
lives.
for the rest of her
yeah,
motherfucking
it
life.
lives. Like to this day in 2018, the
It's alive. Like, it's
miseducation
breathing.
lives.
Yeah.
I
You see what
still
was here? I
listen
put that
to
shit on
tracks.
vinyl. I got the
Absolutely.
Yes.
vinyl. I put that shit on the
Absolutely.
record.
It lives.
Yeah.
When you on vinyl, Dude,
Yeah,
first of
I
all,
listen
you
to all that
already
shit.
know you iconic when you on vinyl.
Yeah.
She lives.
Yeah, that bitch was singing for her life
Dude.
on that album.
Yeah.
That
couldn't
album
even-
lives.
I can't. It's
That
too
was
much.
a dope ass album.
You
It's too
can't
much.
even my Fuji's all like
Right.
all the
I think Missy actually wrote a song on that album, if I'm not mistaken.
man.
She wrote one of those songs on there. I think Mary J. Blige wrote a song on that album
That's
as well.
beautiful.
I do, because they had a song together. Her and Lauryn Hill on Miseducation had a song together.
Her with Mary J. Blige.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
the one.
Yep. Now I don't. I used to love him.
And I believe that might be.
I know the album by heart. Trust me.
I love that. I love that.
I
I'ma look it
can
up,
name
though.
every song on that album.
I
Listen,
love that.
yeah,
I'm
she
gonna look it up
has
though
to
because
be.
I want to know because that song. I would believe that song.
I used to love him. I think that might be the one.
I think that song. There you are. Why?
Yeah, Lauren definitely has to be in that list.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah,
And
forever.
then that's I feel like the ones who make the list are more than just MCs.
Absolutely.
Which also makes me beg the point, are we still putting more on women? Like our top male MCs, would they just be rappers? I don't know.
Deep.
Nope. But for this episode, we just talking about women.
All right, well, I'm going to watch
Hey, Lo.
when you're...
And your face.
That's all.
Hey, why you said it like it was
We
good?
just talking about
We
women.
just talk about
Because we
women.
talking
In honor
about
of the
men
South.
on all other damn episodes. So
Yeah, we gotta have some feminine energy in there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
come on, Lauryn Hill, give me the damn.
You looking for the song with her in...
No, I'm going on the website and you can get like the album, like the liner notes, the album credits. And
Oh, yeah.
Or you want
Yeah.
to see if Missy wrote one.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
me
yeah.
see.
Hold on.
Okay, that's pretty
It
dope.
won't come up though for me. Lauryn Hill, bam,
She definitely was that though.
here.
I got that song in my head now.
Of course.
Like the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
The
such a good
whole
album.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and then she had a whole song called The Miseducation of
Right.
Lauryn Hill.
She played too much.
Yeah. I
would also only put out an album if it was that good.
But the thing about
Why
it
do
is,
more?
a lot of people slept on her woke album though. That Unplugged.
Oh, right.
Oh, she
I
had
love-
that Unplugged
Yeah,
album.
I love
forgot
that
about
album
that.
Unplugged. That album was cold. I listened to that whole freaking album because it had like two sides to it. I think it was two CDs
Right. Yeah.
to that album. Yeah, Lauryn Hill was my girl.
She's crazy talented.
Yeah, like for sure. You could do
Yeah.
both. And then she was
And
a
she
good,
played guitar.
All right, here we go.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, she's I mean,
that puts
she's a
you in
musician.
a whole.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
What was that
true
called?
musician.
Song called?
And then she
It
did
was
the Sister
called
Act movie
Girl,
where her and so am I the only one that remembers
sing.
Tanya Blunt that sung "His Eyes on a Sparrow" with her?
I was because I'm happy. I sing. I know every run in that song
Yes.
because I studied it for 6 days. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches over me. He watches over me.
Hey.
Bro, she
I was
sang
just
for
saying,
her life.
Dude, Tanya Blunt had a whole.
Lauryn Hill was in that
Tanya
movie,
Blunt. She
wasn't she?
wasn't hip hop, but she definitely had a single. People forgot about the Through the Rain single. I'm telling
Through
you.
the rain.
Yeah. Through the rain, the storms together, we can make it last.
That was in the movie.
Nah, it
That was just Tanya singing.
after she did His Eyes on a Sparrow with Lauren in that movie.
I fucking love that. And I love the
I
dude
promise
who
you when you
sang
hear the
"Oh
song.
Happy Day." He
A
snapped.
happy day.
And he jumped those 75 octaves.
Okay, first of all,
Never
first of all,
forget.
am I the only one that still watch the video from that?
What's the video for what?
Absolutely.
Oh, happy day.
Girl, yes, all the
Yeah,
time. Because he
definitely.
snapped.
I'm sorry, since that was. I'm just saying.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This
Lauren's
what
the truth.
this what I wanted. Okay, so Lauren, she is a dope MC,
Yeah.
a singer, all that shit. So this is what I want to know because this hasn't happened and it didn't happen for a long time. Young M.A., an openly lesbian rapper, right? Because
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, everybody used to always think Queen Latifah was gay.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
See,
is.
she is.
Yeah.
She is.
I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
was like, yeah, she is.
I'm just saying back, she would never address it or
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
And I think she's probably still haven't addressed it. It's just more
But then
of like
back
a
then
thing.
it was
I feel
more.
you.
You had to be more on the low.
on the low,
Yeah.
yeah, with your shit.
It
even if
wasn't
you was
as
a woman.
acceptable
Yeah.
as now. As it is now.
So that was like a big thing about Queen Latifah back in the day. But Young M.A. came out and was like, nigga,
Gay
I'm
as
getting
fuck.
head.
Gay as fuck.
Getting head.
How you getting head
fucking
without a D?
chicks, all that shit. I'm like, damn. Like,
my
did she
God.
say that?
Yeah.
Like,
Without,
she did say that.
she got a strap on, dude.
Yeah, like she banging them out.
Bro, I guess.
I'm confused. But I'm confused.
I guess.
She cold though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. So how you feel about that? You
If she cold, then it
conflicted about
works.
that?
I haven't heard it, but if
I'm
she do it
confused.
well, it worked.
Yeah. Listen, I'm
She
confused.
from New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fine.
And they
She got
they
those
rough.
braids,
New
right?
York's is
Yeah,
rough
yeah.
around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused. Cause on the one hand, you can't talk about getting hit and without a D attached to you. But the way that she delivers the lyrics, she cold. Like you can't deny this chick.
She pretty nice.
She got a swag. Like she got a.
I love it.
Dude, her swag is so crazy, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you a broad.
Right. No, I
Yeah,
feel
like you a
Yeah.
girl, yo.
I can't even relate.
Right.
I'm strictly
Yeah, she ain't no,
dickly.
yeah, she ain't no girly girl stuff.
She's not.
At all.
She a whole
Like,
nigga.
At all.
A whole
whole
nigga.
nigga.
I like that. Young
whole
M.A. is
nigga.
a whole
She
ass
ain't,
nigga.
she ain't like 3/4 or nothing, huh?
Whole nigga.
She a whole nigga.
Yeah, she whole
Period.
milk
That's
all
fine.
the way, 100%. Not
But
fine.
she
Yeah.
lyrically, like, her lyrics, like, honestly, y'all, she up there lyrically wise, and I ain't even talking conscious, because
Yeah.
Rhapsody is conscious, Ciroc is conscious,
Yeah,
But
like,
she up there.
but her delivery
Yeah.
is like them. It's,
yeah, she can spit.
That's
you
all
can't-
that matters.
You can't deny her. I'm confused,
Right.
but I can't deny
I feel
you.
that. But that's fine. That's how I feel. Like if you can rap about the wall.
Yeah, make that shit sound
Right.
good.
Right, and she does that.
Right.
Biz
so that's
Markie
fine.
had a song back in the day called Picking Boogers.
I mean,
and that was
he
one of
did.
It
his-
slapped, it slapped.
He did.
And that was one of his most
I'm just
popular
saying.
songs called Picking Boogers.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So she fine. Get your dick sucked, Young M.A.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Right? Do you?
You say
girl.
you're missing dick.
You gotta
Get your missing D sucked.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You have something missing, but okay.
Handle it.
She
Hey.
smashing that shit down some female throat
Synthetic.
after the
Right.
show.
Synthetic.
You know what
True.
I mean? Bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang.
Synthetically.
Gang,
That's
gang.
okay.
Yeah, so when I saw that, man, I was just like, is that really a... I thought it was a dude at first,
Yeah.
you know.
A
but-
whole dude. I told you.
Yeah,
I
did.
thought she was also.
Yeah, she a
Yeah.
whole.
I know who you're talking about.
No, I seen
I've
the
never heard
titties.
of
I'm
that.
sorry. I seen
Yeah.
the titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, okay. And that's kind of the extent of it. I was like,
What is your thought?
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Halo, what do you...
Yeah.
Come on now. We talking.
Me, I'm more into the Rhapsody type rappers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
she's
she
so
like one.
cool.
She to me, she like my. She was actually one of even over men, like
Yeah.
dopest MC. You know, at one point she was like my number one for a minute.
Yeah.
She got back up there again with her new album, The Layla's Wisdom. That
Yeah.
shit is dope as hell. Check it out,
Definitely been
Layla's
checking it
Wisdom.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Cause she got more into her feminine side in this
Yeah.
album, talking about love and life and men and shit like that. So that was dope. So I'm into more of that. But the Young M.A., man,
Hey, bro, that shit
And she
wild,
putting y'all
bro.
niggas
that
out
shit
of business.
wild, yo. Yeah, like I think I seen the video in the strip club smacking bitches on the ass and throwing money and
bro.
shit. I'm like,
I
whoa,
feel it, bro.
hey.
How do dudes feel about that? Like, okay, so I'm curious. How do dudes feel about
Yeah.
a real, like a super,
A super stud.
yeah,
super
like how?
stud.
Is she lyrically cold? Like
She
how do
coming for you.
Yeah, like she can hold up against niggas in a.
I'm just trying to think out of all my time
here for
doing
it.
music. Yeah, doing music and being on a music scene. The only other female I can think of that I've seen or known that rap like that, man, I'm sure it was more. She from here, Kia.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah. Kia, rap
Kia
princess,
Yeah.
dope.
She don't hide. She like that's who she is,
She
right?
is,
and she
right.
dope as a mother.
For
Like,
sure, she
to me,
dope.
she dope as hell.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
So
That's my girl.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like when Young M.A. came with that shit, it was like wasn't nobody else doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not that I knew of, or nobody that I'm sure it probably was because it was like gay rappers and shit like. But that was the shit you had to like find.
Yeah.
She actually like blew up on some shit and kind of like was out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not as big now as she was then when she had was the single. Ooh, that was like the one that blew up and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I dig it, man. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't discriminate, yo. You trying to get some head, I'm trying to get some head. We all trying to get some head.
Like I don't relate to it, but there's some kids out there who like hear it and are like, oh, that's what I
That's what I really been trying to do. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's what I was trying to do.
So I feel that. That's cool.
Because I always think stuff like that too is good for. Because I think we was talking about back in the day. You know, a lot of times people had to hide if they was gay or shit like that. And now it's like she made it to the point where like, just put that shit out there, be like,
if you don't like it,
yeah, you don't like that shit. Oh well,
right?
You know what I mean? Like for me, I don't kick it with gay people. I don't really hang out. I don't know anybody that's gay. Like, you know, I mean, my cousin, she's gay and she got married and stuff like that. But I don't, you know. So I don't have no ill will or no ill thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's your life. Yeah, that's you. That's your life. The only thing I don't like is when people want to hide who they are and you want to be ashamed of it. Don't fucking be ashamed of that shit, man.
Right, do you.
Every aspect of you.
Either that or me, like, okay, so I totally agree with that. Like, I feel like definitely do you. I never, you know what I'm saying, like discriminated, treat you bad. But I also don't like the people that try you either.
Oh yeah.
Don't try to turn me into what
you think.
Yeah,
I
you
am.
are. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to turn me out. Then I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, he said, then it's over with, son.
Yeah, we gonna have a real ass fight. Don't try me. Don't fucking test me. I'm strictly dickly.
Oh my God, no.
So all those out there,
leave me alone.
I feel you.
Leave me alone. Daryl, nigga, leave me alone. Don't try me.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that.
But
So-
if you know, do you though?
So yeah, I don't, you know.
Yeah.
For me is, I like it. I mean, she's not in my rotation or nothing like that.
Yeah,
me
But you know, I get it.
Right.
You know, for a female MC, I was waiting. I knew it was gonna be at some point some female was gonna come out here and
Sure.
just
She's
be
different, right?
Yeah.
She's
And
definitely
just
different.
Just let that shit hang all the way the fuck out.
She's definitely different. She
I just
isn't a
hoping
whole...
she ain't wearing like no strap on under her pants.
Of course she
you know
is.
what I mean?
Yeah, that would be. Of
course she
So
there's
she like
levels.
always ready in the club because you know what I'm saying. She a rapper now. And
I hate love.
so she a rapper now. So like
Always
she
ready.
So after the show, she probably going to
yeah.
the club, pop bottles and
But
shit.
here's my
you know what I
thing
mean?
with dicks.
She don't wanna
I
have to
don't want to
put-
see a fake one. I don't want to see a real one. I'm in public. Just keep it up. Just put it
But
away.
I'm just saying, when you in the strip club though, like a lot of times
Yeah,
in the strip club,
first of all.
dudes, you know, rappers, people with money, they can throw a little couple dollars and go get them
Yeah.
some pussy in the strip club. So like she might be in the strip club, got a couple dollars, she don't want to have to be like, hold on, let me go to the car and get my strap on.
Definitely.
Shut up.
Yeah, you
Talking
ain't even
to me.
finna do that. Definitely in private, it better be real.
So she keeping it all the way. She
She
keep it
need a
all the
collapsible
time.
strap on. You know?
collapsible.
Like you just take it out, press a button, boop, ready,
fucking
I'm
get
ready.
hard.
Like it's a switchblade and
Right.
shit.
Switchblade strap on. Hold on, girl. I don't know.
Press the button on the side and that
Right.
might go
That's
from
what she need.
unerection to erection.
That's what she needs.
Hey, her strap on like the dials and shit. You know, like the.
So she, like, does she stay prepared for the strip club? You know what I mean? So she
Probably.
can, you know,
She might.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Blow some backs out in the strip club and shit. You know what I mean?
Bro,
First of all,
bro.
you in the whole strip
All
club.
right, I went
going
all
back.
the way. I went all the way left
I
on
like
one.
that though, because I didn't know where you were going. I get it. Okay, you're right.
But that's a good thought. Though.
gotta stay
That's a
prepared.
fair. You gotta stay prepared.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared.
That's real. That's real. Girl, do you, youngin' man?
Do you, younger man?
All right, that's it. That's what that means. Do
100.
you? So
Do
if you gonna
you.
do, if that's what you gonna do,
Do it.
you. Like
Do
so, I
you.
look at if you gonna do the Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj sexual shit, do you? But just
Yeah.
know at the end of it, is consequences to your actions.
And make sure it's really you.
Yeah,
just
but make
make
sure
sure.
it's you. Yeah.
Right.
You ain't just doing some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And because somebody done put you up onto
Right.
a gimmick.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you ain't. So with her and a lot of those other rappers, female rappers that's like that, you can tell it seems like it's a gimmick.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's kind of what I don't like. Like I tell my daughter, like I said, we was talking about, she get her bundles and get her hair done, nails done, shit. And I always say, if you really gonna do it big with stuff like that, I get it if it's a video shoot or
Right.
a photo shoot or something like that. But do not just be walking around every day. Every time I see you, that's what you look like.
Yeah.
Right.
For what?
Every time,
Right.
every
Switch it up.
Like you are a regular female at some point, aren't you?
Yeah.
And it's fine.
It's cool.
Yeah, right.
That shit is cool
I was
for you.
gonna say, dudes like regular.
So I'll tell you
They
what
want
to
them
do.
be
I
regular,
want to see you regular at some
Right.
point.
Yeah.
Right. Plies
I
said
agree.
it best. Like, nigga, don't be pretty all the damn time. Can you be
Shout out
ugly
to
with
Plies.
Right.
Oh my God.
Shout
I'll
out
take
to
your
Plies.
little braid down the side with your half beat up shower cap in the
Right.
morning and shit. Like, it's cool.
Okay, first of all, don't stay that way.
Right. First of all.
Well, don't stay that
Don't
way,
stay that
but
way.
you know, I mean, I get it. Like you
No,
ain't
but I
Barbie
get it.
all the motherfucking
Yeah.
time,
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I don't like about it. Is
Yeah.
like you never get, you know, because if you trying to be a star and you trying to be one of these rappers, you got to put yourself out there, and you got to be on nowadays on social media. And you
Right.
gotta, so I get it, but I want to see a regular fucking picture of you at some point. Goddamn.
Right. Absolutely.
And we always have to think about the kids. Like,
The
what are
kids
you
too.
telling
Right.
them? What
And
are you telling these girls?
Correct.
That too,
Especially
like,
the girls.
Yeah.
female, the younger.
That's my
so that's
biggest
why I
beef with
yeah,
Nicki
so that's
Minaj.
what your beef
I
with,
agree.
with that imagery that and not just Nicki Minaj, just that whole. Why we use her
Yeah.
as an example.
Yeah,
'cause
and
that's what everybody
Cardi,
would know.
the on all the
For
time,
sure.
on all the time.
All the
That's
time.
not real.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's not real.
It's not.
Also, go read a book.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
might help out a little bit
And
too.
the fake
shit, so-
asses and the fake titties,
Yeah.
like you don't have to listen. I'll wear 1,000 pushback girdles
Yes,
and ass lifters before I go
and put that shit in your body.
let somebody cut on me, and you know
I
what I'm
know.
saying. It's just it ain't that serious.
It's not that
Nah,
serious.
you gotta love yourself first.
so hard.
And
you
I
do.
feel like that. And honestly, in my opinion, I don't have an issue with cosmetic surgery,
Right.
as long as you're doing it for the right reasons.
every time.
Yeah, if you're doing it for your own personal, okay, this is what I want to enhance about me.
Cause I done
Yeah.
heard some females be like,
Yeah.
I ain't got no booty and I just want some
That's
ass.
what I'm saying, and that's
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Do
And I
you?
get it, I
Right.
get it. I'm
Right.
like, yeah,
Right.
till
Me
you show
personally,
don't, 'cause
do
you
some
show
more
don't got no
motherfucking
ass.
squats.
Right. First
You know,
and only.
and as far as I'm
Yes.
concerned, fuck what a nigga think.
yes.
If you
Why
don't,
are we doing
if
this
you
for
don't love
niggas
me
in the
and my
first place?
slim thick ass, fuck you, nigga.
Thank you.
Kiss my ass, cause there's 17 other niggas that are like what you don't like. It's somebody for everybody.
The self love is so crucial.
Absolutely.
And it's
So
lacking.
you gotta self love yourself
Yeah.
first. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you don't get a lot of that in a lot of the women rappers these days.
Right.
That's
No.
why I listen to, like
Correct.
I said, you know, Rhapsody.
Yeah.
She kind of like the one for me.
She is what she. You're right. That's why I
spits
like
more
her.
real life music.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
that's who I kind of gravitate towards. That kind of thing. So,
Correct.
Fuck with it.
I agree.
one of the other, like
Fine.
I got an 18-year-old daughter, so some of the other younger, the newer female rappers, Cash Doll, they kind of like on that same
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The Dej Loaf stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate her voice
Yeah.
so hard.
Dej Love. Oh, I can't even
Yeah.
respect.
Met her in the club.
Okay, first
Yeah.
of all, you're not a lyric.
Right. First and foremost.
None. You don't even rap.
It's so painful.
It's deadly painful.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Can't. And I
So-
hate Dej. Like, I hate that. Like, what is that?
What
is
is
that
it?
you saying DJ really fast?
Yeah,
'Cause that's how it looks.
That's what it
Yeah,
looked like.
I can't.
I can't. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm old.
She's a sing, another sing rap.
Sing, yeah, she do
Yeah,
like the
sing
sing
rap.
rap
Yeah,
thing,
sing
don't she?
rap.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
yeah.
even take her serious.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
I don't even understand how she's that famous. I don't
Me
even-
either.
Yeah, I can't get it. I don't get it.
Is she?
She's pretty famous.
She's supposed to be. Yeah,
Yeah, the kids love her.
they love
Do
her.
they?
But again, that's the young generation hip hop though. They ain't saying shit.
Yeah,
They
they're
ain't
not.
saying
So
shit. But I gotta
Shame.
listen to it because I got kids that listen
got
to it.
kids,
Yeah, you gotta know what's
So
going
I
on.
need to know what they saying. But they all they talk about is popping mollies
Yeah,
and
yeah, they really
drugs
do
and
just
drugs.
talk about
yeah,
drugs.
like you making drugs hot now. That's not
All
even
the
a thing to
time.
do.
Lil Uzi Vert, drugs.
And it got me like listening to it, and I'm talking to my kids like, don't do drugs.
Right.
K2 is some bullshit. Like I'm showing them videos, and you know what I
And they
mean?
listening
'Cause
to it every day in the
yeah,
music.
I have to counteract it. It's,
Yeah.
dude, that's all future. That's all he talking
That's
about.
all
Is
he
pop.
talking- with that mumble shit.
Duh. Now let me tell you something though. I ain't gonna lie, because my daughter low key
Yeah.
didn't really put me on one of Future albums that I actually kind of
Yeah,
like.
no, I feel you.
I was like, okay, this nigga
Some
kind
of
of
that stuff be cool to listen
No,
to,
for
but
real.
you grown and you can discern that you can tell the difference.
Right.
You know
My
what
thing
you're
is
listening
just
to.
Future is so hat fine that it's
Yeah.
like when he has his full Future gear on, he's terrible when he's
Yeah.
regular, but he's fine. Like,
when he
it's
got his full
distracted.
Future gear on.
Like, he got on a hat and like glasses. I was like, this nigga is fine. But then I see him regular. I was like, he's not.
God.
You don't want to see no regular pictures
Right.
of him, huh?
No.
See what I'm saying?
I
And then you
don't.
got
I don't
right,
see-
and then
I
you
don't.
got motherfuckers like Young Thug. Let me tell you something.
No.
I have zero respect for this dude as an artist. Like, I don't. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Don't he in a Raiden dress? With this
Yeah, he
nigga
do
look
wear
like
dresses and
Raiden
shit.
on his album,
Yeah, he do wear
bro.
dresses.
You got
I
a
haven't
whole
listened to the
dress
album.
on with a Raiden hat. Like,
Bruh.
my daughter listens to, and I
Yeah.
can't. I just
That's the other thing I wanted to say before we
can't.
get into our top female MCs.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot in male in rap now, men being more feminized in their
oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
and they look,
yeah,
clothing they wear and shit like that.
it's
So
ridiculous.
I be looking at that shit like,
It's ridiculous.
you know, like you said, cats wearing dresses and
It's
the whole little
ridiculous.
tight ass jeans and blouses and niggas
Yeah.
be wearing blouses and shit.
Blouses.
Like, dog, you shopping at the Express, nigga? Like,
You
what
at
the
Forever 21,
fuck? You
cuz?
at the junk store, man.
You in the junior section of the feet.
Oh my God.
I
Well,
can't respect it.
Forever
I'm sorry.
20, I call it the junk store. That's
I don't.
I can't respect
I haven't listened. Like, I don't know any Young Thug,
You don't want to. Don't worry about it.
but I do
You
know
trying to
he
keep
be
some of
wearing dresses and
you
stuff.
trying to keep, as long as you
Yeah.
trying to keep your brain cells,
I can't.
You all just
I
don't listen
can't.
to it.
I mean, like I said, I don't, like if people are being themselves, I'm fine with it. I don't know if his music is good or not. But I do believe. Well, I'm of the thought that gender is a spectrum. So if you need to if you got to put on a dress sometimes,
Make you feel
I'm
cool,
not.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't understand, but I'm not mad. I
Yeah,
guess.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna treat you bad, but at the same time, I don't like
I'm
that
still
shit.
gonna look at you sideways.
Hell
huh?
yeah, you gonna get the face, nigga.
I don't get it. And
You
I
in a
for
whole
sure would
dress,
take that
cuz you a
over-
dude.
Yeah.
Like I would take that over him beating people.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take you in a dress over you fucking shooting and killing
No,
people.
that's
and
right.
Doing dumb shit like
No,
that.
that's right.
So yeah, go and stroll around in your
So
dress.
I
homie.
guess wear your dress. But again, it's the why. Why are you doing
Yeah,
it?
like why is you
Yeah.
doing?
Mm-hmm.
You trying
I'm
to get
sorry,
some
dudes
attention?
is actually
Yeah.
way more feminine in 2018 than
Bro.
in the generations to come, and I just can't get with that,
Bro.
Cause I'm used to men's men. You know what I'm
Like a
saying?
man's, like a motherfucker chopping down a tree with an axe.
Yeah, like I'm used to. I'm used to
Paul
men,
Bunyan.
but the sad part is that it's changing so much. Even the men in our generation is becoming more feminine.
Yo, yeah, hey.
Yo, come on now.
When I see a
On one
40-year-old
Halo.
dude with skinny jeans on, like you 40, B? Hold on, man, you
Yo,
40.
late
Yes.
30s.
Late 30, you
Why?
like you,
With skinny jeans.
with
Bro,
skinny
I
Your
jeans.
whole ass out?
I feel you.
Or a nigga like 40 years old.
Come on.
And he got on some motherfucking, what they call them, the Robin jeans. We
You
got
know
glittery
better.
pockets.
What are those?
Yo.
You a grown ass man, dog,
Okay.
with glittery pockets.
First
yo.
of all, I don't
Come
even
on.
trust a nigga with glittery pockets.
I just
If you got glittery bedazzled jeans,
Yeah.
nigga, I don't trust you.
I don't trust that value system in
I don't
general.
trust bedazzled
Yeah.
jeans wearing
Yeah.
40-year-olds.
Exactly right.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah. You get nothing out of me.
I'd be happy, man. I can hear other women say stuff like that.
No,
Because when
no.
men say stuff like that,
Yeah.
other men look at you, oh, you just hate me. I'm like trying to tell
No,
like, no,
nigga,
man.
no.
I tell young cats, though, I'm like, dog, listen. These girls, these women out here, they laughing at you, B.
we don't like that shit.
It's
laughing at you.
it's-
Real women, though.
Yeah, real one, like they laughing at like you.
Yeah, let's
you thinking you out
distinct
here
that.
looking good and you styling and you
No.
profiling. Like women looking at you like sideways, son.
Not with the bedazzled, cuz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not looking
With the
at,
bedazzle.
and there's just other stuff that they be having on and stuff that they be doing that's just be
Yeah.
you know feminine and shit. And,
Yeah.
and
The
I'm like,
bedazzled
dog, women
pockets,
is
I
not.
can't do
out-
it.
And if you ever look, dudes that dress like that be, you ever see them with any women?
Never.
I mean,
I can't.
I'm trying
don't.
to figure out because like my baby daddy does not dress like that, but he's very because we're late 20s at this point,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're not in
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school, but he's very concerned about how he looks all the time. And that also irritates me. Like I just feel
Yeah.
like there are more important things for you to be worried about. Like the last time he came and picked up my son, he had like a handkerchief tied around his neck. And I was like, nigga, no. Like go like go get like a real life job or
Yeah.
like I don't know. His whole value system is off. And like the way, and this, I always try to figure out how people present themselves and attach to how they treat people. And his relationship with the whole female sex is just off. Like it's all objectified all the time.
Everything all the time.
Yeah.
So,
well, a lot of that
Yeah,
comes from
I
the music
understand.
though that you listen to.
That's true.
It do.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes from the music you listen to, and people don't understand like the power of music and the
Yeah.
words that
It's
you listen
so
to
powerful.
over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
Yep.
So, like you said, if you're a young kid and you're a little boy and you listening to rap and all you listen to is certain rappers and all you're talking about is fucking
Yeah.
hoes, fuck bitches,
Right.
pussy,
Yep.
give me that.
Yep.
Like when you grow up, that's how you gonna talk to
it's
other girls.
internalized no matter
Like my
what.
daughter was
yeah.
telling me, like when she was in high school, like she would hear boys and stuff. That's how they talk to other girls at school.
Yeah,
And the
they
other
did,
yeah.
And
bro.
the girls
Yes.
and the other girls didn't say nothing about it. Like it was
Yeah.
just like normal shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's because they listen to it in the music. They see it on the
Right.
videos. They see it on the TV, and it becomes normalized.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's really, really
normalized.
Yeah. It does.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's and I don't get that shit at all.
Yeah,
Me either.
Roles is definitely switching. The females are a lot more masculine, and the males are a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more
feminine.
dudes in music are in
Yeah.
hip hop and in general
Crazy.
are becoming more feminized.
Yeah.
But my
crazy.
question around that is Prince was around forever. David Bowie, they were both doing that. So now it's in hip hop.
But Prince wasn't rapping.
I know. So
Right.
so rappers have to present a certain way.
I don't think you have to present a certain way, but if you come out and you like on some hard shit, I don't want to see you in no dress.
Touche.
Yeah.
That's
No, really.
No, that's real.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can be talking about bitches and hoes, and you got on a raiding dress.
Yeah, like you
What
can't,
is a rated dress? I'm looking it up.
What damn young?
yeah, like I don't
can't
want to
take you
hear
serious.
like when we were talking
got
about
ruffles, cuz.
like when we were talking about earlier, the dude singing talking about catching a body.
Right.
Yeah.
Feel you.
Right, and I'm like, is this nigga talking about murdering people? Like
But
he's
he was-
really,
yeah.
but he wasn't. He was talking about fucking,
Yeah.
and
No,
I'm like,
really.
okay,
You got ruffles on. I can't.
but so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ruffles in the
got
dress.
ruffles
Oh
in
my
his
God.
blouse.
No,
Look at
that's
the
real.
dress,
That's
vagina.
real.
I'm telling you, it's got ruffles.
Shirts versus
In
blouses.
the world. Y'all. Oh my God.
Shit, that's a real
versus
episode.
blouses.
Want some
So-
pancakes, bitches.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So let's
find
let's get into. So we got a lot of good dope conversation. Let's get all the way to the end here. Our top female MCs.
Okay.
Let's do that because we kind of got sideways for a little bit. But
Yeah.
that's what the Golden Era podcast is, and I'm glad y'all listening. And I'm glad
Oh.
we got our pregnant lady over here yawning and stuff. She like,
Because I'm
It's
I'm
past your
pregnant.
bedtime, boo.
Yes.
it's past your bedtime.
And I feel like I gotta eat every 2 hours.
Your
I knew I ate
baby
2 hours
like-
ago.
Okay, but why am I not pregnant? I feel like I gotta eat right.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm eating for two and I don't have to.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Because sometimes it just be like
This
that.
is
y'all.
fat. That's at the end of the day.
Stop.
It's fat.
Okay, I want to go first because I'm the least informed, I feel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I want to hear your opinion of
Yeah.
it since you're not really a big rap hip hop
Right.
person, but you do listen to rap and
Yeah.
you do know female.
I'm a part of
rappers
the-
and
I'm a
stuff.
part of the
You're
culture.
part of
I'm
the
a black
culture.
woman.
Yes, you're a part of
Yeah.
the culture.
So I told Halo earlier, basically what I based it on are verses that just like I heard them and I was like, yes, like rap for your
Yeah.
life. So one of them was off of Brandy's remix of I Wanna Be Down.
I already know
Yeah.
what she gonna
And
say.
Queen Latifah's
Yep.
about this
Of
time,
course.
about this. I was like,
Oh,
bitch,
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
rap.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I
verse,
Gotta
yeah.
give respect.
Oh my God, I loved that so much. And then
Yeah.
another
Queen
one,
Latifah. Okay, Queen Latifah.
Definitely.
Where the Cash at? Remy Ma's verse. See that other bitch asked that she say where the
Queen.
cash at? Rim say where the paper prosecute, where the stash at, where the keep. She snapped
yeah.
so hard, so
Remy
hard.
Ma,
So that
Remy.
I listen to that once a week.
Oh my God.
Missy Elliott's Misdemeanor.
Uh-huh.
Is that whole album? That was the first album I ever purchased,
Cold as
and my
hell.
mom
Was
took
it?
it from me.
She took it from you?
snapped it in half. Would have got another one.
Get another one, mama.
Yeah, so that was
Dope.
that's the first all
So that was
like
like your first
hip hop
all regular album that
yeah,
you bought?
Dope.
yes.
Oh, that's dope.
Dope.
Yeah, and then there's this new rapper that I want to give honorary mention to because we're talking about how they show up and why they show up the way
Yeah.
they do. So she's overweight. Her name's Lizzo,
Lizzo.
but
Lizzo.
she be dressed like Beyonce.
Oh, nice.
And what's crazy is this bitch can play the fuck out the flute. Like she a
Oh,
rapper,
wow.
but then she be and she'll be and she'll be playing, and then she'll say,
Better write
"Bitch,"
that down.
and then it goes so hard.
I gotta write this down.
She's
Lizzo is her name?
Lizzo.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dope. Okay.
Oh my god.
We'll
Yeah,
check
I
her
love
out.
her. She good. But
Definitely.
I got 4.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's freaking dope.
What you
man.
got? What you got, Kat? Who you got?
So, you know, I'm like you. I'm from the old school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my number one is MC Light off top. So,
Okay.
yeah, when I was thinking about female MCs, like, I was thinking about just kind of going from way back up to present.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For me.
Yeah.
Number 2, we already talked about a Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I'm all about conscious rap, you know what I'm saying? But number 3 for me, because I got that hood in me.
Yeah.
So I was always that tomboy hood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I love the conscious, but at the same time, you know, I
There's
I like a bitch that
Time
can
and place
spit.
for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, like I like
There's
where
time
you
and
can
place
be
for
hard and
everything.
be that nigga. Little
Yeah.
Kim is number 3 for me
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Number 4, Remy Ma.
Yes.
Listen, first of all, she got papoose back in her.
Right.
We can go all
Yeah.
day
I
about how
love
much
Remy
of a
so
lyricist.
hard.
And then number 5 for me is Rhapsody.
Okay.
Definitely the coldest right now.
I love it.
Right now, yeah,
She
Yeah.
got it sold up. And
I
then
love
my
it.
honorary mention, I gotta throw it out there, is Ciroc.
Okay.
Ciroc is
I ain't never heard of her.
oh my god, dude, she just like Rhapsody, dude.
She like newer though.
yeah, she
Okay.
dog her
Okay.
name Ciroc. Dog, she got a song called Forever. Listen
Okay.
to that song first. Cause you
I
know
might have
YouTube
heard it
had
before, but-
you know, like YouTube had the remixes where you could put in a specific artist name and it'll play a remix of all they shit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they do. If you just
What?
put in the artist name in YouTube, for anybody else out there that don't know, put an artist name in YouTube. So like I was telling you about Sabrina
Right.
Claudio,
Yes.
you could just type her name in YouTube and it will have a YouTube mix
Oh,
Of
just
all the
artists that's
people
similar,
of
similar
no,
artists?
of their music.
Oh, just all of their stuff.
Yeah. So all of their music, you could just press play on that YouTube mix, and it'll play that specific
Look at
artist
YouTube.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a ride or die YouTube. So what about you? Halo?
Yeah. What's up?
My top 5. Rhapsody is right now. She's my number 1.
Okay.
Even though I'm from the old school and
Yeah.
I listen to all those other older female MCs,
Yeah, she dope.
but that was back then.
Right.
I like to try to keep moving with the time.
Right.
You know, it's always somebody else that got to come along and you got to pass the torch to.
Right.
So, and Rhapsody then been endorsed by all the dope female MCs,
Yeah, she
Lauryn
dope.
Hills and all of those
Good.
cats
Yeah.
that, you know, I mean, she got male MCs like, yo, you fucking dope. So
I
Yeah.
love that.
that's, she got she got the respect of the men. So
Yeah.
that's, for me, that was, you don't get that a lot in female in rappers. So
Yep. Agreed.
2, I have MC Light. And she was one of the innovators to me.
Yep.
And she was like you said, that tomboyish.
Yeah.
Like,
She has a great voice.
Yeah, she does
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Dude, I used to love when later on in her career when she was on the makeup commercial. Which one was it?
Oh man, and I remember.
Was she a
that
cover
too.
girl?
Yeah, cover girl.
I was just
believe.
gonna say, yeah, I
think she
remember
was
her on
there.
that.
Because I remember the first time seeing her, I was like, is that MC Light? Like, hold on, man. She was like,
She's so pretty.
yeah, she looked like
She's
she's like
so
25
gorgeous.
again. And she's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think it
Beautiful.
was cover girl. Yeah, she was on there.
Beautiful.
I was like, how the hell she come up on that shit?
I
Yeah.
love it.
I seen her at
But she been around since the fucking late 80s, yo.
yeah,
so
the
it's like-
African World Festival they had. She was performing there.
What?
Yeah, she was there this
She
year. I
did,
got a
yeah.
yeah, because I put a picture on Facebook. And, oh man,
Yeah,
love
so
that.
It's just
MC
beautiful.
Light, yo, yeah, Lauryn Hill, of course,
sure.
of her extremely short career.
It's a shame.
And I don't usually put top MCs in my, people in my top list if they had short careers that haven't shown any
Yeah.
longevity. But it's different with women rappers because they don't usually last as long.
Right.
So you don't have the opportunity to have a 20-year rap career for
Yeah.
a lot of
Right.
women.
Absolutely.
Right. Correct.
So, but even just Lauryn Hill, just the impact she had,
Right.
With,
With
with
the
the
one
Fugees,
album.
The time,
Yeah.
yeah, that
one
she did
funky
have.
ass
Yeah,
album.
absolutely.
That's it. And that was all she needed. And
That's
she's
all
been living
she
in
needed.
infamy since then.
Yep.
For real.
I
For
agree.
real.
Firm.
Going on tour with that.
Yeah,
album.
She's
seriously.
been living in infamy since then.
Yeah.
So
People still rock it.
That's
obviously
crazy.
it was a classic. Someone to put her there.
Firm.
Roxanne Shante. Because
So,
she was to me the originator
Original.
of like just
Yep.
the cold. She
I
was
agree.
tomboy, but she was a girly girl too.
Yeah. I agree.
Because back then there wasn't no walking around with fucking thongs on and shit like that.
Right,
Yeah.
It's like,
absolutely.
that wasn't-
Yeah.
Not at all.
You
She had a
know.
ponytail.
She had a fucking
Love that.
ponytail, you know what I mean?
Love
Big ass
that.
motherfucking hoop earrings and shit, you
I
know
love
what I mean?
Yeah, we bringing it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
wearing troops and shit and motherfucking Gucci and, you
Yeah.
know, fur coats. Like, so, because people was doing that shit back then, wearing
Right.
Gucci and MCM and,
Yep.
you know, fur coats.
Oh,
Motherfuckers was
yeah,
doing that shit
yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, that was the
Definitely.
shit people wanted to wear. And if
Yep.
you didn't have it, you looked like a fool and shit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the same way now. But it just wasn't as advertised and promoted and got people so stuck on
Yeah,
I don't even
it's
get to talking
sad.
about materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
Let's stay out of that. And then it's hard to give me a number 5.
Yeah.
I want to say Lil Kim,
Okay.
but man, I'm gonna say Rod Digger. I like Rod Digger.
Yeah, Raw Digger was cold.
Rod Digger was cold.
She's definitely
But
cold.
my honorable mentions, I had like Salt and Pepper, like the Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
Missy. You remember Yo Yo?
Oh
Yes.
my
Yo,
God.
yo, Ice
Yo, we
Cube.
forgot about it.
Yo Yo.
Yo was so cold.
Moni Love.
Yeah. Oh my
Eve.
God. It was
That's
so
crazy.
many.
There've been so many.
It's a
Yo,
lot.
yeah. Absolutely.
It's a lot.
Absolutely. Definitely.
So, but yeah, that's mine. Everybody got the dope list. You got
Yeah.
some new stuff you can listen to.
I am. I'm
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
You
And
gave
excited.
me some
Yeah.
stuff though.
Yeah,
Yes.
You won't feel like an
Yeah,
outsider. You can be like,
I'm down.
listen to this goddamn rap album.
Oh, I love it.
That's dope.
Yep. So I would like to thank y'all for coming, man. This is probably my best episode I've had, man.
Yeah,
This is
thank
ladies
you.
in the house.
It's fun.
You know
Yeah.
the women, we gotta bring
Right.
a different perspective
Yeah,
and rock it out.
Ain't nothing
and
to
shit.
it. Let a black woman
Yeah,
do it.
I'm
So-
just saying.
That was dope. That was dope. We talked about the South, man. T.I. We talked about women in hip hop. We talked about Young M.A. staying prepared
Yes.
in the strip club. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay prepared.
Just make sure you stay strapped.
Just stay strapped.
Stay strapped.
Stay strapped and strapped up.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
do both.
Amen. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But this is the Golden Era Podcast Show. I want to thank Kat. Again, tell them where to find you at, Cat Eyes.
AKT to the IIS. You can find me at Cat Eyes on Facebook, just the way it's spelled. Instagram, We Beat to Life with the number 2. Find me on there.
For sure. Cree, how about you?
I'm on the Insta, Vagina Haverer. BAGINAHAVERER.
Totally love the name. I
Yeah,
love
she
the
has some
name.
dope stuff. Well, I actually like what you did.
Using that for upper level, I'm telling you.
The little,
Your name is
the
gonna
little
be.
book the little crazy book review thing
Yeah,
you did. You gonna do it
I'm
again.
speed reading Michelle's book right now so that I
cool.
can put up a review on it.
Dope.
You better fucking read.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
name
read
of
it.
it.
I freaking love it. Okay,
Yeah.
the
That
last
shit
book
is
I
good.
was reading was Zane, but I'm
yeah.
still
Yes.
into reading books, so I love freaking reading.
I am not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I am not into reading
I
books.
love reading.
Yeah.
I definitely
I
want to
got
read
this
that
book,
one.
though.
Okay,
What?
I love it. What's that?
Great
Great speeches by American.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Americans. It's dope.
Okay.
They've got
I
a
see
Obama.
you.
It's even an Obama speech in there.
Oh, dude,
He
nice.
snapped a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to hear your review. I'm gonna follow you.
It's
'cause
good.
Yeah, she does some great
Yeah.
reviews.
Love it.
Like
I'm
it'd be
gonna
funny.
focus on those right now. That's
Awesome.
what I'm focusing on.
See that means
So
when you do
dope.
that, mean I ain't got to read the book because you gonna give it to me in like 60
See,
seconds.
people that use reviews
Yeah,
to not
yeah,
read.
I ain't got to read the book now.
I
Give
am
him
already
the-
gonna know it.
Yeah,
Give
I'm
him the
already gonna know
Prince
what
face,
happened.
like-
Yeah.
You said. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know, I read a lot. I
You
just
do.
don't read books. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I read a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not books.
I got
You
you.
know
That's
what I mean?
the exercise of reading is what's
Yeah,
important
yeah,
for
it's
your brain.
important.
Yeah.
So
Have to keep reading, Dom.
yeah, make sure y'all read out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, all that
Please
good stuff.
read.
Go read about some hip hop. Go read about
Yes.
some love, relationships, life, all that
that.
good shit.
Yes.
And then other things, people seeing the clip in the background, go to their art. If y'all like any of the
Nice.
art, it's all for sale.
Yep.
Oof.
It's gonna be up on the website soon. But if not, slide on in the DM and you get some of this good art. And I'll probably swap it out for the next
down in the
episode.
DM.
Nice. Yep.
Because I'm still putting it together. And the art in the background is Arfu Young, my homie Jamal.
Yeah.
Lil
Shout out to
Shameless-
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh Mack, the other shameless plug, another podcast me and Kat working on with Pharaoh,
Yep.
Upper Level Podcast. That one's more about love and life. And
Yeah.
black folks and shit like that.
Definitely.
So we're gonna bring you back and you
Beautiful.
talk about that one.
For sure.
Yeah, you can talk about like marriage and stuff like
Definitely.
that. Or
Oh, we're
something.
gonna bring her
yeah,
on a
for sure.
We're gonna bring her on the cat episode.
Yeah, we can do like because we planned an
Yeah.
episode like an all women's like
Yeah.
episode.
Definitely
on
need a
there.
generational perspective.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And we can have Jamal sit
I'm
over
down.
there, and I'll just sit here like.
Keep the camera on your face.
The whole time.
Really, it's gonna be on me and you because me and you the only single ones. They the ones she married. and
Yeah,
he pretty much married.
that's right.
Yeah.
Y'all do.
We motherfucking empty nesting over here. Shit.
Damn, it's totally
Can't
empty
wait.
there. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you got
gotta
ways
bring
to
you
go.
in.
You got ways to go before you empty nest.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Oh, what?
18 years.
Hello.
Right,
Like-
19 years.
You got 19 years. So.
Jesus.
But yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad y'all came through. GoldenEraPodcast.com at Golden Era Podcast. You know, on Instagram. I think it's Facebook page, Instagram, and it's Twitter, but I don't use none of that shit. So. Yeah, thanks for everybody coming through, listening. I hope y'all liked the all women's episode. We're gonna definitely do this again because it was fun. Peace. This is the Golden Era.